Well, you're probably waiting for the show to start. Well, I can understand that. And trust me, you were in the right place. But before we start the show, we got to let you know that today's show is brought to you by a very special and new sponsor to the show. None other than Southern New Hampshire University. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And you know I'm excited about it. Number one, because they're doing a great thing in terms of helping people overcome, some of the experience barriers that are holding people back, right? And we know that that comes up a lot as we progress through this professional world and just adulthood, right? So with SNHU, the beautiful part about them is this. They are designed for people like you and me, man. The ones that are busy, but might can make some time to be on the online space and, multitask, so to speak. And that is what SNHU brings to the table. The largest, or one of the largest, accredited nonprofit online degree offerings. Man, it is a dope thing that they got going on over there. One of the programs that stood out to me the most is their sports management program, in terms of being able to, number one, work at your own pace. They have multiple times throughout the year where you're able to get into the course and ultimately progress through at your own speed, 24/7 access. I mean, those are beautiful things, especially when we're just talking about the working person, the busy person, the person with the family out there. SNHU. Oh, they trying to hook you up. They trying to help you out, baby. Now, like I said, for myself, man, I've utilized the online program very similar to this, and I can tell you firsthand the benefits that come from these type of programs, and what SNHU is offering, man. You don't want to miss out on it. So check out the link. All right. snhu.edu/Arthur Moats. All right. You check that out. Obviously, this is all in the description as well. But I want you to check that out, man. Look at that sports management program and just see some of the average salaries associated with degrees in this field, man. Could definitely be something that might motivate you, make you want to go out there and do something special out there and, ultimately put yourself on an even better trajectory. But with that being the case, you see right here, SNHU, Southern New Hampshire University. I stand by them. And as always, keep being great. But now I think it's time to get back to the show. So, you already know, don't touch that dial, baby.
What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, life's good, bro. I've been seeing you a couple days now, man. I like it. I like when I get a chance to see you here, outside, somewhere, everywhere, man. So I can't complain. Definitely can't complain.
Yeah, bro. You had a good golf outing on Monday.
Hey, shout out. Now they seeing the audio.
Hell of a golf outing.
Hold on. They hitting us with the audio. They telling me my audio. Oh, Lord.
Mic check.
They said we got a little. They said we a little low. We're a little low.
Sound is awful.
That's what they say. We're a little low.
There's like says.
All right. So let's see. I'm gonna see if you...
Maybe a full reset.
Yeah, let's try.
Turn it off or whatever.
Alrighty. You got it?
Yeah, you want to just
got it. Yeah. Un momento. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's see if that will be a little bit better. We shall see.
Mic check.
Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. See what the people say once they catch back up. Alright, they are saying we are still sounding the same. Let's see. Microphone check. I don't know what they all saying, or is this not it? I don't know. Could be off.
Sounds like a tin can.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's give it a little second. Let's see, because I'm getting good levels on my end. Are you seeing anything on there?
Mic check. Yeah.
Alright. Huh. So we sound far away. Not sure.
Maybe an OBS.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, you might just have to switch it back. Switch it off, switch it back or something.
Un momento. Oh, no, you good.
Can you hear us now? We good now? We should be good now. We're definitely good now.
Mic check.
Yeah, we're good now. We're good now. I just clicked on something. Think we good? We good? We good? We back? We solid? Reset the.
All right, we're back.
Hit it with the old fashioned.
We're back.
Turn it off. Turn it back on. Did it work? We good? We good? We good? All right. Salute. 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 Hey man, whenever in doubt, just on and off. Can never go wrong with old fashioned right there. So with that being the case,
Yeah, they did a South Park episode all on that.
Literally, that's how you fix like 90% of everything. You just got to turn it
Yeah,
on.
it was like the whole world
and turn it back
Wi-Fi
on, bro.
wasn't working anymore.
Yeah.
And there was like a, I guess a central station for the Wi-Fi somewhere. I forget where I think they made a joke about it somewhere. Maybe it was in Nevada or something.
You got to just push the button to turn it off. And then turn it back on, bro.
One of the South Park kids is like, I think I got a solution. Yeah, that's what he did. He unplugged the Wi-Fi and plugged it back in, and then the world's Wi-Fi came back.
Hey, sometimes I guess that's all it takes, man. Just, you know what? We're just going to turn it off and turn it back on. I was low-key nervous because I wasn't sure if it was actually going to work. I was like, you know what? F it. Just, it's one of them vibes right now, Deke. I'm just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to turn it off and turn it back on and let the chips fall where they may. So I'm glad we all got this thing solid. Y'all can hear us now. So we're going to start that again. So what's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke. And shout out to you, man. I didn't see you multiple days, but you pulled up to the boys golf outing, man. I am super grateful. Shout out to the McGuire Memorial Foundation. We had our 31st annual golf outing, 4th with your boys truly over here though, man. But salute you though, Deke, for pulling up, man, from the heart, bro. You a real one for that, man. And you even golf with me, man. So I kind of feel like you was digging me a little bit, bro. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, it was an easy decision to make.
Man, it was a good time. Good time. Right from my side.
Play golf all day on Monday, and have a good time doing it. Food, beverages. It was great.
The
It was
vibes
great.
was
It's
right.
always
The
it's
vibes
always a
were
good
right,
outing.
baby. We had to keep the vibes right, man.
Always a good outing. I think I've done it the last 3 years.
3, how about to say?
It might have been every year since you started, honestly.
Yeah, I'm about to say you've been out there every single time. If I remember, I'm about to say, yo, you out there, bro. But I think this was the first time we got to like golf together, though.
Yeah, we were on the same team.
That was fire, bro. That was fire, man.
I thought we were gonna win. We had a good score.
I ain't gonna lie, Deke. You had me feeling confident as heck when we went to the clubhouse, bro. I thought we were gonna win something, bro.
We weren't terribly off.
Yeah.
Were we off by 4 strokes to place?
Yeah, because what?
15
2
got
15s,
third.
and then it
We
was
got
a-
11.
Yeah. See how it go, man.
I had a great time. I mean, that's the first priority for
respect.
golf outings. I had a great time.
Respect.
It's a mission accomplished.
You
I do want to win,
you
though.
upped my golf game. I'm a little upset that we did not win because I felt like, yo, we were playing well. All right.
We were.
We were all hitting shots.
We
We were
were.
hitting timely putts, drives, chips, like everyone across the board, whether it was you, me, shout out to Wesley Euler, the homie, obviously from Steelers Nation Radio. He hit some shots like, yo, we had a nice dynamic. And yeah, I would like for us to run that one back. I think we could have definitely, if we would have known that was the vicinity, I think we would have been fire, bro. We could have been better.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I was happy with it.
Nah, respect, man. So yeah, bro, like I said, that was a vibe on Monday. We also had a contract extension take place on Monday. We definitely got to talk about that. We got the homie TG gonna hop on the line with us as well. And y'all don't get to talk on the phone today, but tomorrow. We telling y'all today, all right? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tomorrow, the phone lines are open. We want to know how you feel about this contract extension verbally, as well as what we're going to chat about today, all right? But, yeah, man, salute y'all, though, baby. Definitely salute to y'all. But shout out to you, though, Deke, man, because you're drippy as always. Do you have a Deke thought today? I mean, we are fresh in here on a Wednesday after, like you said, a long Monday.
Wanted to talk about.
Hey, now. And shout out to Skeens, too, man. You seen him last night get the dub 2-1.
I did.
Stop playing games with them folks over there, man.
I watched the game. Bednar tried his hardest to make it
No, he
interesting.
did not. No, he didn't. He gave us the fist pump at the end. He won it, and that was all that matters.
Yeah, good win. He ultimately got the save, so okay, give him credit, but
He said he tried
I'm
to make
very
it
right in
interesting.
saying he tried to make it interesting.
No.
Yeah, his
No.
first pitch in the bottom of the 9th is a solo home run.
Like, what are you doing?
We're up 2-0, and it's like, okay, no, now we're only up 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the closer, though.
no insurance runs.
Yeah,
No.
nope.
That second run we just scored didn't even count. It might as well have just been 1-0 going into the 9th. All right, cool. And then, ends up with 2 runners on, 2 outs.
It was
Though,
spicy.
you know what? I will say
It
the
got a
one
little
runner
spicy.
being on wasn't his fault because that was the catcher
Mm-hmm.
interfering with his glove. So that wasn't completely Bednar's fault, but he still did have a runner on, and it was.
Like you said, he made it a little interesting, but at the end of the day, it ended
Oh,
the
he
right
always
way.
does that though. Even when
Ended
he
the right way,
even
bro.
when he was humming, even when he was making All-Star games and stuff, like that was one thing I noticed about his game. And then, this year he's completely blowing the saves early in the season, and the Renegade song, "I'm at the game," and just didn't fit right with me. Just didn't vibe. It just didn't. It didn't mesh.
Because you got to lean
That's
into
the Steelers
it more,
song,
man.
bro. Like, leave it with
it's
the
the
Steelers.
city now, bro. It done took over, man.
Don't be trying to put that on your back. It's
And
not
we
needed.
done took over. It's
Just
for the
be
city,
Bednar.
bro.
Just be yourself. Find
He's
your
a
own song.
city guy. He's from the city, man. We do it for the city now, man. That's what Rennie represents, the city of Pittsburgh,
But
baby.
yeah, yesterday was a good one. It's pretty crazy. I looked at the NL standings, and I think we're in last place, unless it wasn't updated when I checked yesterday. We're in last place in the NL Central, but we're only half a game out of the
Out
wild
of the wild
card.
card, yeah.
That's
I don't
how
know
tight
that
the NL
works,
Central
though.
is.
Yeah.
No, never mind. They updated it. We're second in the NL
Oh,
Central.
even better then.
They updated it
I
because
like it.
whenever I checked after we won, they still had us at 31 and 34.
But still had us a half game out, though, yeah.
Yeah, but now they updated it 32 and 34. We are second in the National League Central.
All right,
and
all right.
let me see. We might have. Looks like we're tied for a wild card spot.
Who we tied with?
It's the Giants.
Oh.
I don't know who has the edge. We're
'Cause they were
32 and 34. They're 33 and 35. It's the same winning percentage, but I don't know.
Didn't they win
who has the
earlier when
edge
we
there.
played them?
I
I thought they won the series when we played them earlier.
can't remember. That probably
Yeah.
plays into it, so they might have it. Well, hey, we're in the mix, though.
I like it,
We're
man.
in the mix, and it's June. I'll take it, and it doesn't seem like we should be getting any worse.
Yeah. I'm with you, bro.
Bunch of young talent, and they should be improving as the
And
season
Schemes
goes
is
on.
still throwing gas. I think they said he yesterday, up until yesterday, he's led everybody in like pitches over 99 miles an hour now. I was like, why didn't you just want to call it 100? It was like 99 plus. So I guess anything in that 99 and over range, he just still racking them up with that as well. So I'm loving that, baby. Loving that. All right. So back to the Deke thought, baby. Here we go. Here we go.
I was just gonna count that Pirates talk as a deep thought, but
It low key.
I'll give you bonus content.
Yeah. I like a bonus now.
You've seen this. I probably don't need to go over it in that great a detail, but
Oh,
Joey Chestnut
yeah, I did see
banned
this.
from the hot dog contest.
So why do they word it as banned? Are they just trying to make it spicy?
I think he's banned.
But let's what does banned mean exactly? Because when
He's
I
not
think
allowed
of
to
banned,
compete.
I think of like, yo, the competition is kicking you out there, saying, yo, you could, stay away.
I think that's what they're doing. That whoever oversees the rules, whoever is like the head honchos of the hot dog committee, they're saying you can't do this because you're taking on a sponsorship and it's a conflict of interest. The
No,
sponsorship.
it's the PJ and Liv convo. He's essentially working with PJ. Is like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and eat Liv hot dogs now. You like, nah, bro.
Well, that's the thing.
You're
I
a
don't even
PGA
know if he
dude.
was going to eat these because it was like what an
They're
Impossible
vegan.
hot dogs.
Yeah, it's a vegan hot dog.
He took on that sponsorship, so I don't know if he was
Yeah.
gonna. So if he was gonna try to eat those hot dogs, like in place of the actual ones,
Man,
then
heck
yes,
no.
you
Get it
definitely
away.
deserve to be banned.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you
can't
can't
do
eat
that.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be an equal playing field. Everyone eats the Nathan's hot dogs.
Now, is he specifically saying that he is going vegan, or is he just taking the vegan sponsorship?
I'm sure he's just taking the money.
Well, how do you feel about this? Take the money. No more glizzies. No more of Joey. Huh? That's where we at right now? All because he wanted to get the vegan dollar?
Well, I guess he can compete in all the other hot dog contests. It's just not this July 4th one sponsored
The
by
only one that
Nathan's.
matters is what you're saying.
From what I know, my
They ain't doing 30
my
for 30
knowledge
on
of
them
the
other
hot dog
ones.
contest, this is the only one I ever hear
They ain't
about
doing 30 for 30 on
on
any
an
of them
annual
other
basis.
ones, man. Yeah.
It's the July 4th one.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Everybody knows this is what it is, but Nathan's is like Nike. They're like, bro, you want to take that Reebok sponsorship? Okay, cool. Go play in the Reebok league then, man. But that's interesting. I don't know why you want to do that. How much that vegan bag? The vegan bag like that?
You know what?
That's what I'm trying to say. Is how much the vegan bag pay, bro?
From what I'm looking at, he might be eating the Impossible hot dogs, the vegan hot dogs.
Oh, come on.
He said he does not have a contract with MLE or Nathan's Famous. So I guess MLE is the vegan brand.
Okay.
And they accused him of looking to change the rules from past years as it relates to other partners. So maybe he's not eating them.
Huh.
Yeah, I can't really find good information on this.
Because it's weird. The fact that he, of all
That's
people, is transitioning from regular hot dogs to vegan hot dogs and can't compete or is banned from competing now. We're just like, bro, how do we get here? But man, maybe that bag is worth it though, bro.
Hold on, here's a USA Today one.
I don't know how I feel about a vegan hot dog, bro. It just don't sound right. It doesn't sit well in my spirit, my core. Just like I've heard of pork and beef, not vegan.
Sign an endorsement deal with plant-based brand Impossible Foods. While company was fine with him patriotically guzzling Nathan's encased meat products,
Mm-hmm.
the folks at Nathan's canceled Chestnut, saying he now represents a rival brand of hot dogs.
Yeah. Sound with the ops, man. This is interesting. I don't think I ever would have imagined Nathan's and Joey Chestnut in the hot dog eating competition ending like this.
I'm not seeing anything that he was going to be eating the vegan dogs. Probably just wearing a shirt or,
But if you sign
having
with
them be a
you represent
sponsorship.
them. Yeah.
And I think for this July 4th thing, it's always been Nathan's
It's Nathan's event.
as an exclusive whole partnership type of thing.
Heck yeah, man.
So that's where the band comes in. If he's
The almighty dollar. The almighty dollar. What about the chicken? Can he eat it? Man, why you want to go vegan? They got chicken hot dog, pork hot dog, beef hot dog, all these other alternative Nathan's hot dogs. And you went with the vegan option. Dang. So now
I think it all depends on how much money he got
yeah.
by doing that. And then does he believe in the product? That's the other thing. Like, you got to look yourself in the mirror.
Because if you just took this for the cash and you don't actually rock with vegan Impossible hot dogs, bruh, how you sleep at night, man? How you sleep at night?
That's something he's got to answer to himself.
Now, I've heard this convo before. Now, it wasn't surrounding Nathan's hot dogs. It was about OnlyFans and porn stars when they have kids. And you're like, how do you sleep at night? You're like, bro, some of them are like, bro, I sleep in a big house with a lot of money and they're not tripping on it. So maybe Joey is going to take that approach. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that, he's okay with himself because that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. Dang, shout out, though. Shout out. Now, are you going vegan as well, or are you sticking with regulars?
No, absolutely not.
Same here. All right, we're on the same page. Then I like it, man. I like it. Well, we can't start the show officially without paying homage to one of the GOATs, one of the legends, man, that did pass away. We talking about the logo, Mr. NBA, Jerry West, did pass away at 86, man. Did want to obviously take some time to acknowledge him, man. We know that is the logo, man, when you're talking NBA. And, man, when you just talk about just, iconic people, man, what they mean for a league and what he meant and things like that, man. Definitely wanted to, take a moment of time to acknowledge that part as well, man. 86 years old, man. Shout out to the logo, though, the one and only Jerry West as well, man. Yeah. 25,000 career points, man. Did his
he
thing,
was pretty
man.
good.
Heck yeah, man. So salute him on that, man. Salute him. All right. Now, if you ready, I'm ready. Because we got to talk this Coach T talk, man. We got a lot of talk. All right. So, with that being the case, go ahead and drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from. And that way we give you those big boy shout outs to start the day's show. And, of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby.
We got raw dollars from the 330 Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay.
Sharing line, baby.
Oh, we sharing them? All right, we back sharing lines, man. Keep sharing them.
Tito, good vibes from the 817, Fort Worth, Texas. Extension, baby. Malvo does it. Seems like he changed his name.
Yeah, he did.
From the 562 Long Beach, California. East side, baby.
LBC. Love it.
Esco Reloaded, 757 Chesapeake.
The crib.
Max Rice, 859 Villa Hills, Kentucky.
Shout out to Villa Hills, Kentucky. I've actually never heard of that place before. Shout out to Kentucky, though.
NML Finesse, 410, live from the trenches, Baltimore 410.
Be
Deke,
more.
how do you feel about Pitt's overall being 90 in the new college football 25?
Talking that talk.
Is he confirming what I saw?
I think he confirmed what you just said.
I saw the screenshot, and Pitt's team in the versus menu was 90 something. It might have been 90 plus. It might have been like a 91. I can't remember exactly what it was, but
that sound confirmed.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone tell me otherwise.
Yeah, everything I've heard has been 90, but I've heard it from you and my man's over here. But either way, all I've heard is 90s. I haven't heard anything refuted.
It's pretty awesome. Pleasant surprise. Juice Bellamy, 610 Villanova.
Shout out to Villanova, man. One time for the coach. Let me tap in real quick, man. Because I got the Don Hefe Quan in the 323 Watts, California. Lucas Carrier in the 207 Saco, Maine. Shout out to Saco, Maine also. And I see you, Ryan Coop in the 843 Charleston, South Carolina. # here we go. Gabe Sidner. Shout out to Gabe Sidner in the 636 Wright City, Missouri. And I got the homie David Soto tapping in all the way from Chicago. Always have you here. Always a pleasure. Alan Vigil in the 361 Corpus Christi, Texas. Shout out to you. And you know the homie DC 53 in the Hill District in the 412. And he says, where is the celeb game? Or he says, where is celeb game? Was popping mad. I missed it. Oh, he's talking about the DeMar and was that DeMar? Was it Brandon Marshalls or was it DeMar Hamlin's? I don't know. But you seen the clips, right? Russ shooting some threes. AD was hooping in it. Gilly the Kid. Yeah. This was this weekend. It's either like Sunday, Monday time frame. Yeah, man. Shout out to Russ, though, man. Came off that sideline, took 2 shots, hit the 3. I said, okay, I see you. DeMar Hamlin crossing up some influencer for
Russ
the game
Wilson.
winner. Yeah, Russ was in like regular clothes. He just hopped up one time. Cash money. Yeah, B. Marsh was out there with like the glasses on, hooping. Aaron Donald was extra strong out there. It was good to see, shout out to him. But yeah, bro, I did peep that, man. It was a lot going on, man. We also had Cam Hayward. He had his golf outing going on this week, bro. Everybody was getting activated. But yeah, shout out to the boys over there, man. I like it.
It's that time of year.
It is, bro. Definitely is.
What else you gonna do? Host a golf outing, do a celebrity
basketball
softball
game, softball. You know what time it is, man. Just stay out of trouble. Don't get arrested. Don't get tased anywhere, bro. Yeah, it's a bad time to get in any trouble. So just do this type of stuff. Do some charity stuff, man. Go on vacation.
Yeah,
Toes in the sand.
You're like a month away from training camp. Just make it to training camp.
Make it to training camp. You can't go wrong. Once you get to training camp, you locked in. You good. But this is that phase right here. So yeah, celebrity games, charity events. Get out the country. Take a vacation, bro.
Well, we got hoops tonight.
We
NBA
do,
tonight.
bro.
Yeah, there was nothing on after the Pirate game. I was just like bummed. I was like, yeah, what's on? Even hell, I'd even watch the Stanley Cup Finals if it was on.
Yeah, it was nothing. Yeah, I think I found myself. I was researching and watching. They call it neighborhood wars. So it's when people just be beef with their neighbors and they'll catch it on camera, bro. It'd be some of the most outlandish stuff that be happening with these neighbors, bro. It's just random neighbors around like the country. One was in West Mifflin. In PA, shout out to them, bro. Yeah, lady was getting coffee and got into it with the dude over some creamers. He's like, bro, you got too many creamers. She's like, bro, I got 3 creamers. I paid for my coffee. Bro, they was going at it. I love this show, bro. So yeah, it was like neighbor wars, custom wars, all type of stuff, bro.
What does the neighbor's coffee or creamers have to do with?
So this is
what I mean. What's the connection? What do they have to do with each other?
So that one specifically was probably from customer wars, but they play them back to back. Custom wars, neighbor wars. So custom wars, you're gonna be at a store. Neighbor wars is like, yo, the Duke Energy person is trying to fix the lights The lady and her family doesn't want anybody on her property. Comes out, cursed lady out, all type of outlandish names, try to knock her off her little truck, call the police or her for the police to basically tell the neighbor, yo, lady, you're crazy. Go back into the house, man. And the lady start trying to beef with the cops. That type of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of that. But yeah, it happens all over the place. Then one of the custom ones was my man tried to like break into this store, rob the store. The customers get out. They lock the dude in there. He's trying to get out. He's trying to like climb through the ceiling, break through the glass, like all type of crazy stuff, bro. It's that type of day, man. So yeah, baby. Yeah, it was a little vibe though, man. Definitely was a little vibe. But let's go ahead and get this thing activated, man. I think we got some supers that just popped in as well. And I'm sure somebody gonna bring up what we gotta talk about today anyways.
Jose Eduardo Rivero has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Jose Eduardo Rivero and welcome to the room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Raymond Kane, anyone want to sign my petition to give GP number 1 to free up 14 for a DK trade?
Ooh, he want that DK Metcalf?
Yeah,
He wants DK.
Yeah, I agree to that petition. That's a good. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
All right.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the DK trade either. I'll give GP number 1. I'll give Pickens. If Pickens does something this year, to warrant some big money, then yeah, just give him number 1. I wanted to have him get it coming out, but hey. So I'm for that. And yeah, if we're getting DK, we got to get him 14.
Anybody we don't got no famous 14, right? No famous 14. Just see if GP can make it into something. Do we got a famous 14?
I'm for that idea. Lima Swede, infamous.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the first name that comes to mind whenever you say 14 for me.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. Ex-Constance brought up the homie Sammy Coates. I was about to say that.
Neil O'Donnell.
Okay, shout out to. I was about to say.
Yeah, it's not a good number.
Yeah, because I was like, I didn't want to say Sammy.
GP's
shout out to Sammy, but yeah, it couldn't have been him.
It's a terrible number, actually.
Yeah. Shout out to Neil. We're going Neil.
Coates, O'Donnell, Lima Swede. That's rough. So we'll see what Pickens can do with it. It's so far so good with him.
Yeah.
So far so good.
So far so good.
Yeah, these first 2 years, a little bumpy at times, but yeah, it's trending in the right direction. That number. Tito Good Vibes gifted a Moats membership to Pittsburgh Toddy 86.
Shout out to Tito being a rock star life in Pittsburgh Toddy 86. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Let's go, Dub. McFarland actually looked kind of nice in the UFL playoff game last weekend.
Oh, shout out. I actually did not get a chance to see the playoffs, but I know the couple games that I did see from McFarland, he looked good out there, man. Hakeem Butler was another dude that was going crazy out there. And, oh my gosh, receiver Vaughn's. Yes, Tyler Vaughn's the other guy. Yeah, bro. It was like, yo, shout out to the Cats, man. The former Steelers taking, making noise over there in the UFL, man. But Anthony McFarland definitely has been looking good, been looking explosive. I know since the opener down there in the UFL earlier this year, man. But we shall see, man, in terms of, what comes from it in the sense of where there's opportunity here or elsewhere in the league, man. But we have seen multiples of those guys coming from that league and making their way back to the NFL, man. So salute to them on that. We also had another one earlier from Let's Go UW. Oh, and here we go right here. So he says, just wanted to shout out Tom Grossi on YouTube for hitting the 1 million mark in fundraising for charity with 700,000 going to St. Jude. Shout out to Tom Grosso. Shout out to the charity. And shout out to everybody that's supporting him. I had no clue about that, man. Salute it. Did I miss them?
That sounds like a good thing to be doing.
Heck yeah, bro. I like that. But I didn't know if that was supposed to. Did you notice? You know Tom Grosso?
Nah.
Yeah, shout out though, bro. Shout out. That's big time. I like that.
All right, what else we got here?
It should be on You Young, I think. Yeah.
Skeens is a beast.
No facts on that, bro.
He might be top 5 already.
I don't think you like jumping the gun. I think that's like legit, bro. He throwing gas, man. He is making elbow room for all them little.
I think his
only pitcher doing this.
I think his worst game, he let up like 2 or 3 runs.
Yeah.
All the others, it's been 0, I think.
Yeah. And my man is throwing
0 or 1 run.
hard.
And, yeah, like I said, his worst was 2 or 3.
Throwing hard.
And I think we still won that game.
No. My man giving hundreds out, though, bro. Like it's nothing. Like, that's the part where I'm just like, yo, if you keep doing that, bro, we're going to be fine. We're going to be great.
Yeah, hopefully I think we'll at least get 5 or 6 years out of him before
Yeah.
he goes to the Dodgers. Or
He can come to the Yankees, no trip.
I can't do that.
Just come to New York, bro. Go to the Yankees, bro.
I can't do
It'll
that.
look fine with that pinstripe on it, man. You know that.
You know what? If there's one player we should pay, it's looking like it's him.
We say it all the time. We ain't gonna
Please.
do it. We'll see.
Please.
We'll see, man.
Horror on the Rocks. Pitt fan trapped in the nasty natty. Appreciate you, boys.
Hey, respect to you, man. Sheesh. Out in Cincinnati, that definitely,
Must be there on work.
that could be a little rough, man. That could be a
Must have
little
got a
rough.
job out there.
Yeah, that could definitely be a little rough, man. Don't let them rub off on you, okay? Just remember that. Don't let them rub off on you, bro. Cause yeah, that's a tough one. Ugh.
Let's go, UW. Is it already acceptable to say Watt and Highsmith over Harrison and Woodley?
To me, I go Harrison and Woodley, but I mean, anybody can make a debate about it. I think, I don't look at it as, oh man, you're crazy to say that. It's just for me personally, Harrison and Woodley did it not just regular season; they got it in the postseason and went ahead and finished it all the way off. Whereas the Watt and Highsmith, I've seen it in regular season. I just haven't seen it lead or go on that type of run just yet. Now, if they do, then that could change my mind. But right now, yeah, that's just kind of how I look at it, man. Because I think everything else is kind of what. I mean, you got Depot. You got dude with, high double-digit sacks. Yeah. True Batman, Robin, or Batman type. I think, to me, my whole debate is Woodley versus Highsmith. Because if we say Harrison and TJ are a wash, I personally still slightly lean Woodley, and I think because of the postseason element of it. But I think, man, you can make that case either way, though, man.
Yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's Harrison, Woodley. But maybe when it's all said and done, even if TJ and Highsmith didn't get a championship, if they could keep it up for 4 or 5 years and have like a really good longevity as a tandem, I think that makes their case even better. But at this point, yeah, it's Harrison, Woodley. It's not even a question in my mind.
Yeah, and Big Made, man, trust me, I know it's a team sport, but the same way we can't pick and choose who your teammates are and when you go on that run, right? That's the same standard that we hold quarterbacks to, the same standard when we're talking Hall of Famers or just when we're comparing and contrasting. There is something, too, when you see a team or a person do it in the postseason. Now, that's why I also said that, hey, if I see them do that, then maybe it changes. But unfortunately, they ain't got that opportunity just yet. So hopefully they get it going this year, man. They get a chance to go ahead and do that run. But until then, yeah, man, I seen Harrison and Woodley what that was, baby. That was filthy. Yeah.
Let's go. UW says Tom Grossi is the NFL Fan of the Year this year.
Ooh, okay, shout out then. Shout out. I like that.
Maybe that's why he won. He raised
I
all
like
that
it,
money.
then. Heck yeah. Shoot, we done had a Fan of the Year from Pittsburgh, I want to say, was that 2 years ago? Yeah, so I like that. All right. Shout out.
Well, that's it for the Supers.
Respect. And Mike T was right. He says Woodley put up crazy numbers up until the contract. Yes, we do know that was part of where we saw the. But it wasn't from anything else. It was just, sometimes when you get that money and it just, ain't that wrong with
That's
it.
a very accurate statement.
Yeah, I was about
I
to
mean,
say,
this
I
guy's
can't even
username
fight
is
it,
Mike
bro.
T. Is that Coach T in here?
You see, it's a foreshot. I'm like, I can't even fight that one. Like, yeah.
Coach T's a little scarred from that still. He had to
He
jump
was,
in the chat.
He was on a run, bro. Woodley was on one, and Woodley looked way freakier than Debo. Because you're like, bruh, this is big and agile, power, speed, got them Jordan cleats. So you like, bro, how you that big rocking Jordans out there on the edge, bro? Like, yeah. That's the one, man. But at the same time, I'm like, man, TJ and Highsmith, what they've been able to do, you got TJ tying the all-time sack record, and then you got Highsmith, who's giving you a 14.5 and a what did he end with last year?
Like 6.
Because I want to say he's given us double digits twice though in his career. That's why I wanted to.
Nah, year before 14, he could have. He was so
He had
close
9,
on a
yeah.
ton of them.
I think it was like 9. Let me see. Does he have it? Might, yeah, because he just gave us. You're right. Good call. Yeah, 7 last year, 14.5 the year before, 6-2. Let's just pull up Wood because I know Wood was stupid out here, bro.
I don't know if Woodley had anything over 12, to be honest.
No. Not in terms of a single year, but in terms of the consistency is what I'm referring to.
Yeah. I'd say
That's
he
the
had
difference.
he had probably 2-3 years
Mm-hmm.
of double digits, maybe. I think it was low double digits, but maybe throw an 8 or 9 in there.
So let's see. He has 4 to start it off. Then he had 11.5, 13.5, and then a 10, and then a 9. And then after that was payday. And then it was, 4, 5, 0, 1 out. But yeah, so that was the difference. So his 13.5 versus Highsmith's 14.5. But then he came back and gave you 11.5, 10, and 9. All regular season, was AP second team and Pro Bowl that 13.5 year.
Yeah, so that backs up my sentiment even more. That it's not even a question in my mind. It's still Harrison and Woodley.
Yeah, that's my only thing. I'm like, man, Highsmith a dog though. Y'all know I'm very biased towards Highsmith. Shout out to the homie, man. Shout out to his pops as well and his fan, man. Dope dude. But that's the only thing, man. I just thought Woodley was. It just happened more times. Like I literally remember it being Debo and Woodley. Like. That was a look, man. That was a look. And then, like I said, the postseason run, but it was all after the
TJ's
payday.
probably already the better player over Harrison, like as an individual.
Yeah, you can make a case for it.
But yeah, if we're talking about a tandem, it's definitely Harrison and Woodley.
Yeah, because for the crazy regular season success that we would slightly nod towards TJ, I feel like Debo's postseason success blows TJ's out the water right now.
Absolutely.
And especially when you talk about one of the biggest defensive plays in Super Bowl history, arguably one of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history. If you just talk about impact, when it happened, what was all on the line, Debo's pick 600 yards. It's like, bro, we can't unsee that. We can't go back and say that didn't happen. We can't assume that anybody else is going to make that play because we haven't seen that play before. Debo did that one. So that's why I count that, just that alone in the biggest game with all the stakes and you're backed up. You do that one? I can't just say TJ has. Oh, no, I can't. It's like, yo, we talking regular season, sure, but when the chips was all at the table and everything was on the dotted line, it's like, bro, that man did that thing, man. So, yeah. But like I said, I know TJ is capable, but we got to just see him, hopefully, in one of those moments, man, to make that opportunity happen, man. But until that, I got to go with what I seen, man. And
yeah, it's like I
bad
think,
man, bro.
I think TJ, I don't know if this makes sense. I just think he's a better, like, overall player,
He
just
is.
like all-around player, and what he's got in his arsenal over Debo. But in terms of, like, all-time Steeler status, I think it's Debo still right now because of all that.
Yeah. But
TJ just as a as a better player and just what he's done, the consistency is what he like. I don't think I don't think Debo touches that, but Debo did have a run of his own and had an all-time peak with us.
Yeah. Now, obviously, the debate then becomes, well, hey, man, if TJ was on that defense and Debo was here, could they do it? And it's
tough.
like, sure.
100%.
But that's
why I'm giving that's why I'm trying to give credit to TJ to say, like,
bro.
I still think he is, like, I think he's the better player at this point over Debo and what Debo's
like
done throughout his whole career.
His regular season heights have gotten higher. Because if I
think,
correctly,
let me put it to you this way. If you're drafting right now, I think you're drafting TJ over Debo. Like, you're starting a team from scratch.
Yeah.
At least I would.
Fair. So that's real. That's real.
But again, in terms of all-time Steeler status, I think you grade them. You grade it differently whenever you switch like the discussion a little bit.
Because I'm just like they both
what you're really looking at all-time Steeler status
stuff,
and like when you're talking about Steelers lore, and I'd put Debo over TJ right now still because
of the postseason runs.
Right.
That's the big deal in terms of that. And I think that's a great way to classify it. If Steelers lore, the history of it,
all-time
black
ranking,
and gold
whatever,
all time
right,
is Debo. But if we're saying player for player, who's the better version, you go TJ. That's fair.
But that's TJ through half of his career, pretty much. I mean, maybe 60% of his career. So even if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, if he still keeps doing this and puts up record numbers and goes down as one of the all-time best edge rushers in the NFL, period, then you might have to give him the nod over Harrison, even in like Steelers lore.
Is all of that success weighted more than Debo doing what he did in the postseason and in the Super Bowl specifically? Because I think that's my whole thing I'm back and forth on. It's kind of like when you talk about Super Bowl champions versus regular season guys.
You get it with like
I do.
Dan Marino, though. Like, obviously, he's one of the all-time greats.
But you wouldn't put Danny over Ben Roethlisberger, though.
Right, or Elway, or any of that. But, like, I'm saying if TJ just – he ends up in the conversation
But what is the difference between those, though?
What?
In terms of why you wouldn't put Dan Marino over a Ben or Elway, but you would put a TJ over a Debo if those scenarios were the same.
If he's like in the all-time, edge rusher conversation in the NFL, period, it's almost like even like Barry Sanders is running back, or another example could be Rod Woodson never won a championship with us, but who's the better cornerback, or even the all-time better Steeler between like him and Ike Taylor?
I was gonna say, who would you take, him versus Mel Blount?
I mean, that's a whole different conversation, but like I think for what we're talking about right here, the better comparisons than Ike Taylor versus Rod Woodson. But the thing that Debo does have in his favor over Ike Taylor,
because that's what I'm like,
is
I feel like it was a little bit lower.
No, I'll give you that.
Bro,
I'll give you that.
Higher than
like,
that.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But I think if TJ keeps doing what he's doing, it's going to be so hard to deny.
Yeah, because TJ's numbers are going to be filthy when it's done. Barring anything catastrophic, his numbers are going to be dumb, just in terms of just Steeler sacks. So that's the part where he's just like, he could put that number where, if it gets crazy triple digits, you're like, because Debo didn't get triple digits, and Debo's sacks are all here in Pittsburgh. We even said that Debo doesn't have more career sacks than a Joey Porter. But the difference is, it was like Debo's are all here. That's why he was sitting up high on that list, and TJ ultimately passed him. But TJ, man, he might end up about $120, $130 them things, man, if he could stay healthy. Yeah. And that could be spicy, because anytime you cross that 100 career sack number, it's like, bro, you just in a different class. That's
might do it in like 2 years.
No, he for certain can. He for
Isn't
certain
he
can.
like,
that's what. He's in like the low 80s right now, I think.
Yeah, because he passed the, what was the all time?
It was
70 something.
Yeah, he should be low 80s. Let me.
So we were talking about that last offseason. Who was going to get it first?
Him or Kim?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was 70 something, and what TJ had? How many sacks last year? Like 16 or something. 15,
yeah, but
16?
he got him like early though. In terms of remember, because I want to say it was like San Fran game, he had already hit the record.
Right
he gave us 19 last year. 19 last year. He's at 96 and a half sacks, bro.
There you go.
He's gonna cross that C note this year. Barring anything cashed out, he'll cross it. And that's just a difference. So like 96 and a half for TJ, and then we'll pull up Debo real quick.
What does he have? Is it that 77?
He should be. Yeah, I want to see 77.
Is he the one with the record?
Yeah.
76, 77.
Yep. Oh, no, excuse me. 84 and a half sacks for Debo. 96 and a half for TJ. There we go.
So he picked up a few
with
Cincy, and I guess maybe one or two with the Patriots or something.
Because that's what I just saying. That is interesting, though, bro.
Yeah, I got
Debo's
insane.
played in way more games, too, though, man. 193 games,
insane.
104.
TJ's what, 30? Yeah, I think he just turned 30. That's insane.
So, numbers-wise, they're close on a lot. I think the only difference is Debo's tackles. That's it. So, if we just read them off, right? Debo played in, obviously, 193 games. TJ's in 104 games.
Jesus.
Debo is at, so check it out.
That's what I mean. I think TJ's the better player. Like,
he got time.
Flat out, he's the better player right now.
But, so here's how they said. Debo is at 8 picks. TJ's at 7 picks. Obviously, TJ has 96 and a half sacks. Debo at 85 and a half sacks. Debo has 583 solo tackles. TJ 291. Debo has 34 forced fumbles. TJ has 27 forced fumbles. Debo has 9 fumble returns. TJ has 10 fumble returns. Then in terms of awards and honors, they both have a Defensive Player of the Year award. TJ has 5 All-Pros. Debo 4 All-Pros. TJ has 6 Pro Bowls. Debo 5 Pro Bowls. And then obviously Debo with the 2 Super Bowl championships. And TJ with none just yet. Bro. TJ
TJ's getting
Cooking.
shafted on the depoy.
But
stat,
also,
though.
but
He's
also,
getting shafted. He should have at least 3.
but I will also say, shout out to Believe That as well, man, because he said that it's not fair in terms of talking Debo's overall games. Because remember, early in his career, he was not starting. He was a special teamer also. So we do need to throw that caveat in there. Shout out to you, Believe That, for bringing, making sure you put that out there. Yeah, DC53 said he's like, Debo did all of his sacks in like 3 to 4 years in terms of that window when he actually did get a chance. Because remember, it was Joey Porter that was the guy. Obviously, remember, Joey Porter beat up my man in Cleveland. And then from there, that's when Debo gets off, starts to, take over and things like that. So that is also very true. Yeah. This is interesting, bro. This is interesting. TJ got a chance, though, bro. I just want to see him get some postseason on him, man. If he can get some of that, that changes all of this other talk. Because everything else he's already either passed him or it's like, yo, you got time. You can catch that. Yeah. But shout out, though, man.
Yeah. And the postseason stuff should be ramping back up this year.
Please. We don't want to wait long. Don't make us wait long, baby.
All right. I don't think any supers rolled in during that convo.
That's perfect. Let's get our first topic, which is our fearless leader, head coach Mike Tomlin, has officially signed a 3-year contract extension with the Pittsburgh Steelers that was announced while we were out there golfing it up, man, having a little fun. Maybe that's why I didn't get my I should have hit me a better shot one of these times, man. I got distracted. That's what it was. Otherwise, we would have won, bro. We would have won. But shout out to Coach Tito, man. 3-year contract extension with the Pittsburgh Steelers, keeping him in Pittsburgh as the head coach until the year 2027. My dog, how you feel about it?
Good move. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. If you want to look at the other side of it, though, could the Steelers organization have just let this year play out and do the contract essentially or work the contract afterwards, given how these last couple seasons haven't been completely up to snuff? Almost just, hold the feet to the fire a little bit. Just, hey, we'll let this contract play out, just like we're going to let presumably a lot of these contracts play out with the players. Like, let's just see how this whole thing looks for 2024, and then we'll make decisions. Like, from a business standpoint, I would understand that. Yeah. Completely understand that. But I also, I just like the deal. I think Tomlin's a good coach, and if Rooney wants him around anyway, if you're already looking at him and you view him as part of your future plans, like, why not show him how much you appreciate him and value him a year before the contract runs out? So, I'm good with it. I'm completely good with it. I think he's a good coach. I like that we got the new coaching staff here with Arthur Smith and even some of these other like offensive staffers, like the receiver coach, the QB coach, and stuff. We got a new QB coach.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we got a whole rack of because
we got a new receiver coach,
young receiver coach, QB coach, and
Sullivan's back, but he's just doing something random. Yeah.
Because the QB coach is the young boy, not young boy, excuse me, young coach. Let me pull him up. He was a newer cat. I want to say he came from the not Chargers. Let me see where he.
The one dude's name's Tom Arth. I know.
Yeah.
Azini, another one's like Azini or something.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to pull up their names so I don't butcher them. You know how that go. Technology.
Yeah, I like bringing them on. We got Smith because I think that's the one thing I would critique Tomlin on over the last 6-7 years is the coaching staff that he hired under him, and that was Matt Canada, and in my opinion, prioritizing him.
Tom Arth, the quarterback's coach. Zach Azani, wide receivers coach. Eddie Faulkner still running backs coach, and then Mike Sullivan's our senior offensive assistant now. That's his new title.
Yeah,
he has offensive assistant and Matt Baker as well. We had a lot of new cats come on to the coaching staff this offseason.
Yeah, I think that's my one big critique on Tomlin is having Canada here for as long as he did, and making the decision to hire him as a coordinator. But I do think Tomlin's resume provides him some benefit of the doubt to try to right the ship. I mean, people make mistakes, right? Like let's give him a chance to right it. And this offseason, I think we have laid out a good blueprint to get things back on track. No matter how you want to spin it, Tomlin's a Hall of Fame coach. So my question is, to like the Tomlin haters or the Tomlin detractors is what's the grand solution for the next 4 years then?
No.
We just gave him a contract extension. He's going to be here till 2027. Like, what's your better option for head coach from now till 2027 outside of Mike Tomlin? Maybe you could say Andy Reid. You could say like Sean McVay or one of those guys, but
They're already employed.
They're not available. So Tomlin versus Coach X that may be available next offseason, that may be available in 2 off seasons. Like, I'll bet my money on Coach T because I know I'm getting the floor of 9 wins no matter what. Mm-hmm. He's proven that, and that's with some chaos. And some of it maybe self-inflicted with the Canada hire, but with quarterback situations in flux, defensive injuries, and us having a bunch of no-name dudes out there, like. There's some games we win and you're just like, how? Like that's one of the things Tomlin does bring to the table. I know we want to talk about Tomlin losses all the time, but there's some Tomlin wins where you're just like, how the hell? How the hell? We were huge underdogs going into this game. Like the Brady Buccaneers game at Heinz Field a couple years. Who the hell did we have playing a cornerback? We had Mitch coming in midway through the game too. Like that was an unreal win. But yeah, he's a good coach and I'm happy he's around. And I like that. I again, whenever you look at what we could have done versus what we did do, I actually like what we did here. But I also would have understood it just let's let the contract play out. Let's see how this season goes with all these moving pieces and stuff. Because there were talks last year when we were 7-7 and things were looking really bleak. Fire Tomlin. Should Tomlin be on the hot seat?
That Patriots, Cardinals, that little run.
Like that was
bad.
Was on, there's been some bad moments. There's been some bad stretches over the last 6 or 7 years. But we can't completely just hold on to the past and just say, hey, all right, this is what happened. Like we have no chance of righting the ship or getting things going in a better direction going forward. My money's on Tomlin versus, option X or option Y, whatever other option that people have out there. But I think it's a good move. I'm happy about it. I'm really happy about it. And the other thing, I'm just rambling here.
Oh, you're good, bro. I like when you talk, man.
Yeah, no. I'll let you talk. And
hey, bro, you're getting
another
it,
minute
man.
here.
Get it going.
Another reason. There's actually two more reasons I like this. One is we ensure that Tomlin's going to be here and not elsewhere.
That's real.
I know. I'm being serious.
All right, that's real.
I don't know. Maybe if we do go like the business approach and go the more like cool-hearted approach and say, hey, like Tomlin, we're gonna see how this season plays out. Like I don't want to give you any extra security. Then he takes that in a bad way and say the season goes well. He's gonna be like, man, you guys didn't believe in me before the season. Like let me just check out somewhere else. Yeah. But I don't think that's how we operate.
Right.
I don't think that's how Rooney operates. I think him and Tomlin have a great relationship, and I think this contract extension reflects that. And we've been very much about loyalty and like that family element when it comes to coaches, as seen by us only having 3 since like 1969, I think, whenever Chuck Noll was hired.
Yeah.
But the other thing is too, I do think Tomlin has like that recruiting factor that people want to overlook. Not necessarily anything that he's doing, like he's not tampering with players or anything, but a lot of players want to play for Mike Tomlin. A lot of them. Like, I don't know if we're getting Russ this offseason if Coach T wasn't here. I don't know if we're getting Justin Fields the way that we did if Coach T wasn't here. And, like, think of the whole Justin Fields scenario. Justin Fields, at that point, looks at our roster. We already have Russ. And he tells the Bears, I still want to go to the Steelers. And I think Coach T's a big part of that. So everyone that was clamoring for Fields this offseason, like, you could thank Coach T for getting him. He's part of it, no? He's definitely a part of it. And then you got Micah Parsons saying, I want to play for the Cowboys my whole life. But if things don't work out, the one guy I want to play for, the one team I want to play for is the Steelers. Like, there's a Tomlin effect. Patrick Queen coming here for less than market value. So, I think it's a good move. I'm pumped about it.
Let's go. No, absolutely, man. You hit it right on the head. He is a big draw for a lot of free agents, man. I know that was a big draw for me coming over here from Buffalo. It's like, you understand what he represents. Anybody that's played for him and you talk to them, you hear how they always speak of him. Even the guys that didn't even have success with him, you still listen to how they speak about him, how he commands the room, his leadership. how he challenges them. You know, that's the thing that I always loved about Coach Tomlin. It's not just about football. It's more than that, man. He's teaching you how to be a man. He's teaching you how to win at life. And that was one of the things that I always, hold in high value, high regard when I think back on him. But 100%, man, you have recruitment, man. It's so many guys that you hear in free agency that talk about, man, I remember when I talked to Coach Tomlin in the combine. I mean, when I met him at the Senior Bowl. I mean, when I saw him, after a game in passing. Everybody has those type of stories about Coach T because a lot of us love what he represents and how he does it. But then after that, you talk about just by NFL standards, right? What is a successful coach? Well, a successful coach is a coach that is able to win in the regular season, to give yourself an opportunity to make it to the postseason, because the postseason is never guaranteed. You don't get to make it to the playoffs just because you're in the NFL. No, you got to win a certain amount of games. It's the prerequisite. And he has shown throughout his 17 seasons as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers that he is arguably one of the best to do that. I mean, we could obviously bring up the stat that a lot of people like and a lot of people don't like, which is 17 seasons, never had a losing season. First NFL coach or only NFL coach in NFL history to never have a losing season. That includes all of your favorite coaches as well. So, he brings that to the table also. Has he had big winning? Yeah, he's won a Super Bowl. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's been in 3 AFC championships and has won the division countless times. So by all of those metrics, if we're just simply comparing NFL coaches and we're saying, man, what is deemed as success versus not success, he most certainly falls under the successful line, right? Full body of work. But then when you even talk about just some of the, micro type stuff, right? This past season, 3 different quarterbacks. This past season, 2 different coordinators. This past season, different play callers on game day, right? Still found a way to do what? Get us to the postseason. Now, I did see somebody bring up in the chat, and I'm sure it's multiple of y'all, but they brought up we ain't won a playoff game yet. We ain't won a playoff game. We don't win another playoff game. My only issue with that specifically is this. Y'all say that the standard is the standard and that it's Super Bowl or bust. So if it's Super Bowl or bust, what is the difference of you winning a wild card game and then losing the divisional round? Or you make it to the divisional round, but you lose? Because we say the standard is Super Bowl or bust, right? That's all I'm saying. So I do see people say that part. Man, well, we ain't had no playoff. We ain't had no playoff win. But it's like, yo, would you have still been bringing that up even if we did have 1 playoff win, but we lost the next round? Because we say that we want Super Bowls. So if that is what we are holding it to, well, we make sure we hold every coach to that, including the ones that were here before him as well. And that's the part where it's like, yo, let's not move the goalposts with this thing. Whatever we're going to say is the metric that we're going to compare him to others, or why we want to justify not giving him extension or firing him, which is what some people did one at a time last year. That's the only part that I want to know. How can we make it all apples to apples and not, oh, it's an apple for Coach T, but it's an orange for Bill Cowher. Oh, it's an apple for Coach T, but it's an orange for Chuck No. That's, hey, Bill Belichick gets this one. Andy Reid gets that one. No, if we're going to hold it to the standard, let's hold it to that standard then. But if we're not, and we're actually going to look at this with a little bit more of a just, everything all clean, no biasness one way or the other, I think we would all agree that Coach Tomlin is still one of the best coaches in the NFL right now. We could do the whole ranking things, and I'm sure at some point, whether it's this week or next week, we'll do the whole, hey, man, where does Coach Tomlin rank in the NFL as a head coach? You're not going to have this long list of coaches in front of him. Not that are proven, at least.
I think there's only one you could say definitively
Andy Reid,
right now.
bro.
And
Andy Reid.
The only reason you're saying him is because he's got Mahomes.
That's about it. Because you weren't saying that when he was in Philly the last couple of years before he got over there. Or you weren't saying that before Patrick Mahomes took over in Kansas City either. So that's my only thing. I'm just like, yo, let's just keep it consistent, man.
McVay would be the only other guy I think you could bring into the conversation.
Yeah, and McVay, because of the recency, right? He had a Super Bowl early. He has been in the postseason, right? But he still has a long way to go for his track record to reflect Coach Tomlin. And that's the other part of this thing. we also know it's a quarterback-driven league. So when you bring up Andy Reid, shout out to Andy, but he does have Pat Mahomes. When you bring up Sean McVay, he's won a Super Bowl with the number one overall, or he went to a Super Bowl with the number one overall pick, Jared Goff, who we saw just obviously break the bank again. And then he won it with who? Matt Stafford, who we said, now, man, yeah, you can make a case. He might be in that Hall of Fame class now, man.
He had some stars on defense too. AD, Jalen,
no.
like the GM and how they structured that. Like that team was.
I'm not even getting
set
on
up.
that. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking specifically the quarterback, though.
Yeah.
He had a number one overall pick who's gotten to a Super Bowl and then led a team to an NFC Championship game, right? And then he has another guy who won a Super Bowl who, like we said, is fringe Hall of Fame caliber. Those are two different caliber quarterbacks than what we've had these past couple of years. That's all I'm saying. Now, when Seven was here, Coach T won a ton, and Coach T was in them same conversations as these other dudes. But it is a quarterback-driven league, and that is the one thing that I also look at and say, in spite of us not having that guy just yet, since Seven, and some people would say, man, the last year or two of Seven. But however we want to slice it, he still had this team in them postseasons in contention every single time. And that's the other part where I say, yeah, if you're going to tell me I don't have the answer at quarterback, but I'm still figuring out ways to make it where I'm relevant and I'm on this door every single time and I'm losing to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs in Buffalo. Oh, man, we should crucify Coach Tomlin for having Mason Rudolph go up into that stadium and lose that game, right? Hey, man, we lost to Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. So, hey, man, hey, Coach T, man, you suck because you lost to Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. Now, if we want to do the whole Baker Mayfield, Cleveland Browns loss, sure, we can do that one.
The two losses recently, it's that Browns one and the Jaguars
So
one.
we're bringing up a Jags
right.
one that go back from 2017. You catch what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the whole stretch without playoff wins, yeah.
Yeah, but that's my thing,
Those
man.
are the two, yeah.
No. So my thing is this, though, baby. We're going to find out,
it's like,
going forward, and I do feel like right now, they've done the part to get the pieces in place.
Yeah.
I think now the question shifts to, we got 3 years. We need to have one of these make a run in these three. That's how I looked at this thing now. But it has to have some type of impact because now we don't have that excuse at quarterback anymore, at least from my perspective. Now, you can still justify it and say, hey, man, the likelihood of Russ Orfield's actually hitting versus them bussing, it's more likely that they be a bust than a hit because just when you think about the overall NFL, right, how many quarterbacks actually are like that and consistently do it, right? Regular season, postseason. More times than not, they fall, right? And then when we actually seeing a guy come up there and he's falling off more times than like, they don't get back. But we do feel like, with Russ, it is a little bit different. We do feel like with Fields, there is a little something special there. So that's the part where we lean more optimism with it. But there is a legitimate part where, you can make a case, hey, man, I don't know about these guys either. But at the end of the day, this personnel grouping in that room is way better than what he's had the past couple of years. So that's why, to me, I look at it and say, man, if it doesn't happen in this window, you can't make any other reasons or justifications for that now.
Well, I think what it shows is that even if this year doesn't go as planned, like we're still sticking with Tomlin, like we're still prioritizing you to take another hack at the quarterback position this offseason, like whoever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm good with that. I'm completely good with that. Like, and that would be the last run then.
It would. That's what it's like. It's
like,
in this 3-year window, bro.
Okay, you had your chance with Pickett here. Like that's who the first round pick was a couple years ago. Moved off him. We're going with Russ, the combo of Russ Fields.
Yeah.
If this works out, great. Like we're rolling. But if this doesn't work out, we'll give you one more chance. And you got like a 3-year run with this new pick, whatever it is. If you get through free agency trade. And then we'll see how that goes. And maybe if that doesn't work out, then it's time. Yeah. And that wouldn't be an indictment. And I've always said this: if we ultimately at some point moved on from Tomlin, I don't think it's an indictment on him not being a good coach. Maybe it's just it's stale, and both sides need to move on.
And that could also be the case.
And I was saying that like even before the extension, like end of last year when people were talking about the 7-7 and those bad losses and stuff. I was like, no, we should still run with Tomlin, give him one more year, because I compared his records to Cowers and Chuck Knowles. Like, regular season, like, both Bill and Chuck have had worse stretches of seasons, like losing seasons, and they were still given opportunities. So I'm like, I don't know why we wouldn't do the same with Tomlin. Like, he hasn't had the best of things at play here for this year. Yeah. Speaking of 2023 with the quarterbacks and injuries and all that stuff. Like, and then we see how it played out after we were 7-7. We put Mason in. We finished 10-7. Go to the playoffs. It's like maybe we just needed some better quarterback play. Yeah, and we're a 12-5 team or 13-4 team last year. Maybe it's as simple as that. Yeah. So yeah, you see what we got in place for just this upcoming season. I don't see us having a bad year with Russ and Arthur Smith and the new offensive line, and hopefully, I mean, for defense, we just got to stay healthy. I mean, that's what killed us last year, because if Quan and Cole stay healthy, I think our defense is a lot better down the stretch too. But yeah, he's a good coach, man. Like, he's a good coach. He's got like still at least 10, 15 years of prime coaching left, and I don't really see a better option out there.
I'm with you, man.
If you want to take a chance on the unproven or like the young guru, fine, but I don't think your chances of it working out are as good as you think.
And for some of those people, man, that's the grass is green on the other side of the fence people. There's nothing wrong with it, because, hey, man, you could be right. There is a chance that could be the case. And I'm sure people would say, hey, Coach Tomlin at one point was the unknown grass on the other side of the fence guy. You're right. And it worked out. But let's also go back and let's look at how many other of these first opportunity coaches have had the same type of success. We're going to bring up McVay. We'll probably say Taylor, right? Zach Taylor to an extent, and Cincy.
I think he's just got Burrow.
That's a very legitimate part.
No, I mean, he had him relevant last year with the Browning. I think he's pretty good. Went to a Super Bowl. I get he had Burrow and everything, but
yeah, I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl, been to an AFC Championship.
He's a solid coach.
Yeah,
I'll say he's a solid coach.
That's my thing, man. But we're gonna see. D'Amico Ryan, we're gonna see, can they replicate this? Right? We want to see, can you do it more than just once? Because like you said, he's on year 17, going on year 18 now, and he's still been cooking. So that's the fun part, man. But y'all hit that like button if y'all was enjoying the convo. Now we're gonna get the homie TG in on this as well. All right. I like how he said he waiting on me too. Yo. You waiting on me, man? We was waiting on you, bro. Where you at, man? Man, we've been waiting on you all day, bro. This is crazy.
I'm in this torrential thunder rainstorm. Like, it's flooding down here. It's wild. It's what a time to be alive. Yeah. And I got on the boat to get to the phone to get to you. You see what I mean? Like, I was waiting on you.
Hey, well, definitely appreciate you. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, man, we got the one and only Pittsburgh Steelers alum, West Virginia Mountaineer alum. I heard it's almost heaven. But more importantly, this is my locker mate, one half of the locker mate, Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. And yes, remixes, the crowd goes wild. Goodbye, RQQ.
Yes, I love it. I feel it grow. Yes. Really feel a good buzz. Yes, I love it.
There you go.
I love
it. So it's perfect timing, baby. It's perfect timing because me and Deke, we were reacting a little bit to the news that came out on Monday. The boss hog, Mr. Head Coach Mike Tomlin, signing that 3-year contract extension, keeping him as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers until 2027. What was your initial reaction when you saw the reports, though, of the extension?
I loved it. I loved it, man. Coach T. Like, that's a key piece, man. That's the piece, right? Like, people love Coach T. Players want to play for Coach T. You see it, like, you can kind of see it this summer. Like, people are coming here, like, man, I want to see what that's about. Like, I'm coming to see that. Like, so people want to play for Coach T. People love Coach T. Coach T's a winner. He know how to win. He's shown he know how to win. He's continuously winning. Smart, wise. I think it's nothing but good things to say about Coach T. So it's like, to me, that's like, I don't know, that was a no-brainer. I think that was like, all right, let's get this done. That's a no-brainer, you know? It's
Now,
like, got to get that done.
Now, were you surprised, and Deke, this is you as well, man, with the length of it? Because prior to this extension, everything had been a 1-year extension for him. He had started doing this with Kevin Colbert. I think this would have been 2018 timeframe. 2017, 2018 was when they started doing the 1-year deals, with the thought process being that 7 to go retire. Then after that, Colbert to retire, and then probably Coach Tomlin. This came out the blue, though, in the sense of it being a 3-year versus a 1-year extension. Were either one of y'all surprised by the length of it? Pause.
No.
I ain't like how that sound, bro. I ain't like how that sound, man. Yeah.
But to me, I mean, what, like, it does, to me, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I think that might be kind of like a little, I don't know, you know, that could be like, all right, look, give me 3 more and then I'm gone. It could be a that, which is, you know.
Yeah, that might be like a Tomlin decision, maybe.
It could be a Tomlin thing, like, hey, just give me a 3-year, let me, you know. It could be a Tomlin, because I think, like, it doesn't matter what you call it, a 3-year, you can call it a 10, like, whatever, like, it's on Coach T. Yeah. You know what I mean?
If he went leaving 2, or if he went one this year and he's like, I'm going to holler at y'all, it ain't.
You can call it.
Gonna say about him. Yeah.
He can do, like, Coach T is truly the master of his fate. Master of his fate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's truly, he can do, like, if he was to not be re-signed here, he would be picked up in, like, probably like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, Coach T could have any college job he wanted to if he wanted to go to college. Like, Coach T could have any, you know what I mean? Like, he's truly,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's Coach T. Like, you know, like, so it's like, it's not that, like, in a sense. I think it's just, I don't know what that is. I think that's more like, hey, you know what I mean? That could be a Coach T.
Maybe he has a lot of gas left in the tank. Maybe that.
To me, that sounds like more of a Coach T thing than a, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't really sound like that.
Yeah, I think you could spin it either way. Like I said, it could be like, yo, I'm gonna be here for a minute. I still got more. Or it could be like, give me these 4, and let's just I'm gonna give it my all for these 4, and then we'll assess after.
Yeah, it could be I don't want to keep having this talk. Let's just do this now. It could be you know, whatever you want. Like,
no,
it could be for money purposes in the sense of the business. Like, I always think of the business. Yeah. Like, I'm like, you know, this might count in a sense against something towards a total. Let's get, because you can trade coaches, you can do stuff with coaches to where.
Facts. We didn't see that with Gruden. We didn't see that multiple times now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it counts towards it something. Like, I don't know that rule. I would be interested to know more. But I'm sure it counts towards something to where it could be like, hey, look, if we do this with you right here, we can go ahead and do this right here.
Yeah.
You know? Like, so, you know, it might have just strategic purposes too. You know, but I don't think it's telling you anything that we didn't know, or I just don't think it's saying something like a message, you know.
Now, I wanted you to speak on this a little bit. Now, you ain't got me on speakerphone, right? Don't speak for me today. All right. That's my dog. I'm solid. All right, so Deke had brought this up, man, in the sense of, you know, guys talking about, man, wanting to come here to play for Coach T, man. Free agents, in terms of, they'll bring up, man, I talked to him at the Combine. I talked to him at the Senior Bowl, man. I just love this. I still want to play for him, man. From your perspective, man, how authentic is that, man? And how much do you think that is still the case in terms of him being that draw for free agents, man?
Man, it's pure. Like, I think you see it, though. You know what I mean? I think you get a Justin Fields and a Russ that, but for like, all right, I'm coming there. Like, I'm coming. Like, I chose this in the sense of they chose me, but I chose this even with the situation. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm coming here. You know? I think you get a Cordell Patterson, like you said. Like, you hear his whole interview. Like, it's like, no, I wanted to play for that. I came here to see that. Like, I came here to learn from that. You get a Patrick Peterson. It's like, man, I came over there to see that. And you can say, yeah, you get these dudes in older age or whatnot, but it's still like,
they're coming here, yeah.
Yeah, people want to come here to.
They could go anywhere else. That's the
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Justin Fields situation could have been way different. You know, like Patrick Queen. You get a guy like that. That's like, man, and I know it's more than Coach T.
Value too.
Yeah.
It's more than Coach T, but it is Coach T.
He's the main part of it. Yeah.
it's the culture. Yes, it's the culture of Pittsburgh, and it is way deeper than that. But it's still this is this culture. You know what I mean? Like,
say the Steelers coach without saying Coach T. That's the other part.
Yeah.
The last 17 years.
Yeah,
I think
he's
every
just
coach-
as much entrenched in it as Cowher or even as Coach Nolan. Yeah.
I didn't play for Cowher, and I didn't play for Coach Nolan. But it's kind of like in Cowher's generation there, in his time in there, they had a certain culture that was a different flavor. I think Coach T has a different culture that's been a different flavor too, like a different, like, this is the Steelers, like, and this thing is still so pure, so real, so because it's like when I just I can always say, like, when you leave, you get to feel others, and then you're like, oh, hey, how can I get back home? So it's like, it is a thing, like, you get to see other places, and other places are great, like, everything's great in a sense, like, everybody's their own entity, but it's kind of like, it's just, Coach T's solid. Like, he's solid. That's a great, like, it gives you, it's a mentorship. A lot of people look at him in a father figure way, where it's like, man,
no, that's
somebody
a fact, though. That's definitely
I
a fact.
to. Like, it's way deeper than just the football. Like, he still keep up with you, like, years off, where you pulling up and he talking to you.
He one of them dudes, bro. I mean,
like, he just,
TG, you just
like,
experienced that, man. Stop playing. You just experienced that, man.
It's heavy, like, it's emotional, where it's like, no, like,
you was about to drop a tear?
It's like,
hey, let's go. Hey, look,
no,
if you would have dropped the tear out there, bro, if you would have dropped the tear, I might would have gave you one too. If you would have dropped, just because I ain't want you to be the only one crying.
Yeah, I had to stay strong.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you locked
but
in, though.
You know what I mean? Like, it's heavy, though. It's nothing like Christy. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
and I know,
ones, bro. He one of the ones.
he's one of the ones. Like, to me, I think he's the best coach. Like, he's the best coach I've seen. He's the best I've been around. Like, that's Coach T.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's certain models I live in life about, and Coach T gives me. I'm like, no,
ain't that the truth?
That's a life model. Like,
we don't see no comfort, bro. Come on, man. Because of him.
Yeah, so it's heavy. Like, don't blink.
Can't do that. Hey, it's not what you're capable of, but what you're willing to do.
What are you willing to do?
Deke, I know you're capable of that, but are you willing to do it? That's what they say to you, man. It's like, yo.
Like, and I don't know, the standard was the standard. I'm sure it was that said before, but I'm feeling it. Like, it's like, no, the standard's the standard. Like, we got to do it.
I'm about to say, who actually started that one?
I think it was him, honestly.
It feels like his vernacular, like his dot, like
I think we started saying that around when he first started coaching. It was like 08, 07, 08.
Talk like that.
Yeah, it became popular during the Super Bowl 43 run.
Okay.
Like, that was all over the DVD and everything. Yeah.
I got the T-shirt on. The standard is the standard. Come on, man. It just felt like Coach T.
It felt like Coach T.
It felt like he say that.
You can listen to.
You're right. That's
it's a quotable. That's a Tomlinism.
You can listen to Tomlinisms.
It means everything. It means nothing at the same time.
If he put out a little quote book, you go get that.
Facts.
Quick.
The same way Drake put out them little IG caption book, man. Coach T can have the Tomlinisms, and we'd all be copping them joints, bro. Nameless, great faces. It's a 5-star matchup because we are in it. You're like,
we're in it.
Where you come up with this? It's fire, though, bro.
Felt that.
You know how many times you pull up like, it's 5-star because we here. You're like, hey,
we're
bro,
here.
Stop playing. It's because we here. Yeah.
It's a 5-star matchup. We're here.
It's like that, bro.
But it's so much. Like, it's heavy. Like, and it's how you move with it. Like, he really keeps you the real in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's in a world where you're trying to just get somebody to always give you the real. You just give you so real. Like, this is what it is. This is what I'm doing. This is what you need to do.
Big facts.
So it's solid, man.
It's
solid.
So I got to ask you, though, man, because me and Deke, we've kind of addressed it a little bit already, but how do you respond to the people that bring up the lack of postseason success for Coach Tomlin, especially when we're talking about last postseason playoff win was in 2016. And, he's had that 2017 Jaguars playoff loss, wasn't the best. That Cleveland Browns, was that 2019? COVID year wasn't the best with Baker Mayfield. So it's like, man, how do you look at some of the lack of postseason success recently with this 3-year extension, and how does that make you feel?
I mean, it's hard to win. You gotta, it's been a lot of adversity. Everybody goes through adversity.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through adversity. It is what it is. Like, get it done in a sense, but it's like it's hard doing in there, man. Like that AFC's gotten tough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a gauntlet in there, and they got to find a way to win. Like I just think they just haven't gotten it done. I think they've had a lot of adversity. Like I think they've been trying to get to this unit right here for a little bit. Like like I think this unit right here is the unit. Like okay, now they're the juniors and the seniors. Like I feel like they've been the freshmen, the sophomores for a minute. They've been we're figuring it out for the last few years for a few minutes. So now it's kind of like I think things are starting to. I think you'll see success at Pittsburgh again in a sense where things will start to switch, but they'll win those tough games.
Okay.
I think they've been in those games where they'll run. It's in a sense of like I think that defense is it's back to that defense is the let's run this. Let's do this.
They're the catalyst of it. Yeah.
This is how we're moving around here. Like we do this on Fridays. Like now, like you know what I mean. Like this is how we move on.
This
Fridays.
This is our vibe. This is what we do. Yeah.
This is what we do over here. Like in a sense of like, and that's the standard where it's like I think it'll be adopted by the offensive, the Russes, like it'll get adopted so hard.
Seattle vibes.
Yeah. It almost gives
Russ's early years in Seattle.
Yeah, kind of like he don't have to like. All right. How do y'all move? Like it's success in here. Let me see how y'all do y'all success. This is how I've done my success. There's a lot of success all together. Let's work. Like I think they got the right pieces in the right places offensively that are mature, and they got the right young pieces in the right places. Where they can learn, they can grow. Because it's like even how everybody's like, man, another receiver like that George Pickens can be. That can be what you need. Like that's one of those where it's like, man, we got what we need. Like, like I think when AB was in the band, I'm not giving him AB, but I'm like when AB was in the building, we was like, well, we got AB though. We don't really.
Yeah, as long as we got A4, we straight. We in every game.
Yeah, we got
we
A4
in every game.
over there. Like, everything else is like that's dope. Hey, he nice.
Nice.
Like Wheaton was nice. You know what I mean? Martavis was nice. You seen Juju have major success in the league, even throughout the league. Like it's some really it was some nice players, So it's like, but that's nice right there, I think he can give you that person that you're looking for, where it's like, ooh, that's nice stuff, and it sounds like he's getting even more confident. That's cool. Let him be that. Let him be him. Come do it, So, I mean, I think it's an exciting time for the nation. Like, I think the pieces are in the right place. I think it's all kind of coming together. It's calm. The expectations are there, but it's calm. It's calm. It's not chaotic.
Listen, man, you know the buzz a lot. We seeing Russ hit threes in celebrity games, man. You know what time it is, all right? You know what time it is, man. It's good energy across the board right now, baby. It's good energy,
like,
man.
You can say whatever. Like Russ brings good energy in the right.
Energy, bro.
You can't make it into a job. They like, no, I love him. I love playing with him. Like, and I love him. Like, you can't.
Everybody's good right now. Everybody got cash money. Everybody's good, bro.
Like, it's calm. Like, it's real calm. Like, calm is cool. Calm is peaceful. Like, it's calm. So it's like, let's see. Here we go. It's really the here we go is just right on time this year. Like it's like here we go. Let's see it. Let's do it.
Facts. So let's talk though. Let's talk, and this is for both of you, man. I want Deke. I want your response on this, and TG. So no different than when we're looking at the next opponent, right? We always talk about certain things that we like about it, but we say, man, nothing is perfect. Right? For every pro, we know, hey man, you can have some cons with this thing as well. We spent a lot of time, me, Deke, you, the chat, talking about all the pros, the positives that comes from this type of move, this type of extension. Are there any cons to this move from either one of your perspectives, though? Any negatives that can come from this type of decision that y'all might be seeing? And it doesn't have to be negative today, but the potential.
What decision? Like the contract?
Yeah, 3-year extension. Yeah.
I don't see any. To be honest, I mean, you could say like complacency, maybe. Like that goes back to what I said just from a business standpoint. Could Rooney have just let the contract play out?
Yeah.
and then just figured things out at the end of the season. And I don't know, yeah, because if things didn't work out this year, based off how things have been going, maybe you would have been justified of just making it a clean cut.
I mean, because you brought it up, we both brought it up too in terms of that stretch last year. Patriots, Cardinals, and I forgot the third team in that little
Colts.
And Colts, yeah, we were supposed to run the table in there and be 10-7, and we're like, or 10-3 or 10-5 at one point, and we're like, bro, how did we literally lose all three of these? Like, this is disgusting. And it was a point where people in Steelers Nation, we all was kind of looking like, oh, is it that time for real? Like. But then obviously the switch happened. Mason comes in, we run the table, and then we make it to the postseason.
Yeah, I don't see Tomlin being a complacent person though at all. Like I think he's gonna be giving it his all.
He said he looks to be uncomfortable. That's what
and if it gets that bad over these next 4 years, like you would just fire him. Like that's why I don't really see any downside to this deal.
Man, the only con is he could have got more.
Talk that talk.
It might have. The only con is he could have got more.
So he could have got more.
Maybe
he could have got more. He might could have went and did what he had to do. Came back like,
do we know the numbers?
More.
I haven't seen them officially just yet. I haven't seen anything official just yet. But are y'all concerned though in terms of, like you said, man, there hasn't been a lot of playoff success recently? Is this essentially rewarding that? Because what is the difference? Okay.
No, I don't think it is. I think you're just assessing all the nuance and the context of these last 6-7 years and understanding.
They make the playoffs.
Yeah, like Tomlin has been at the head of it, but it hasn't all been on Tomlin. And there's a lot of good things that Tomlin has done, bro. Like TG was mentioning, overcome adversity.
They say you driving the boat like the Titanic. You go down with the ship.
I agree. I think these last couple years, ever since we moved on from Ben, I was saying this at the time, right? Like this is going to be a big thing on Tomlin's report card. Like, it's going to be an indictment on him one way or another because we moved on from Ben and brought in this Matt Canada dude, and you drafted Kenny Pickett, you drafted the heir apparent to Ben and stuff. Like, okay, let's see how this looks. Like, this is your decision. Like, this is your time to take over. Like, this is like the new regime, and you're at the head of it, as opposed to you taking over for Cowher, and certain things were in place from a coaching staff standpoint and a player standpoint. Like, this is the new Tomlin era. So, I don't think it worked out optimally, but I think Tomlin navigated it in a certain way where you look at it, you're like, he's doing something right. So maybe the switch or the adjustment was as simple as, all right, let's get Canada out of here, because Tomlin, he's a good head coach. He can run the ship. He could overlook all this. Maybe he didn't have the best staff in place. The Canada hire was a mistake. And the quarterback play hasn't been completely up to snuff. We saw what it looked like when it was up to snuff with Mason. So maybe it's as simple as those two things. And I think we got that in place this offseason.
So you said he made two mistakes. You just had to get rid of both of them and everything is good now?
Well, yeah, and this is what I'm saying too. I think Tomlin deserves the benefit of the doubt to get things right because of his resume and what he's done for the Steelers over the course of 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the last 6-7 years haven't been optimal. But what's the plan going forward? Like, you can look at the past and try to predict the future, but I don't think you can completely. But you assess it as best you can, and that's what I mean when I say, like, I think Rooney looked at it and looked at it with context and nuance, and like that Duck Mason year when Ben gets his elbow surgery, like
6 quarters into the season.
Are you holding that against Tomlin, or is that like a pro
too, bro?
Tomlin
You think
season?
about it, versus resting the Seahawks.
Yeah,
too.
it was.
Yeah.
Or even these last 2 years where we're supposed to be rebuilding in a sense, like everyone from a national media standpoint is writing us off.
Yeah.
Like, we end up going 9-8, almost making the playoffs, Kenny's rookie year, and last year we go 10-7 with 3 different quarterbacks, firing a coordinator midseason. Like, I mean, there's something to be said for some of that,
Yeah.
Like, there's been good things.
Like his
Tomlin's
ability
done.
to overcome the adversity, to adapt to whatever the situation is, and still seem to get the most out of it as well.
Right.
Okay.
What do you think, TG?
Yeah, how you feeling about it, T?
I like that. I mean, I just think it's been, like, you got to say, like, the post-Tomlin, but I mean the post-Ben, but I think he's, like, the energy in there is calm. is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's a big part of everything. Like you could say like, well, they fired Belichick over there, and he's a legend. And it's like Belichick is a legend.
But
you know
that
that
vibe in New England is
Yeah,
definitely
that
different
that
than
vibe
the
was
Pittsburgh
different.
vibe right now.
Yeah,
And that's
you know,
100% the
like
case.
like I think Coach Tomlin's done a
The
good
players
job.
are still in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
they
think he's
look
done a
up
good
there
job
like-
adjusting with the
Mhm.
times. I think he's a timeless coach.
Yeah.
Like I think Belichick's also a time. I hear a lot of great things about Belichick in a sense, but it's kind of like I think Coach T's done a good job being able to communicate with a Pickens, be able to communicate with an AD, be able to communicate with a Ben.
I think you're spot on with that. Coach T has definitely post 7 aged better than Belichick post Brady. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say, and I can't, you know, but just it just seems like he communicates a little bit, like people gravitate to that a little bit.
Yeah.
More. Like it's just I think you can't, you know, it's the stuff you can't teach.
What other
you know?
coach was that a Hall of Fame quarterback? Sean Payton after Breeze.
That's what I'm trying to
Not
say,
as good
bro.
as Tomlin after Ben.
Andy
You know?
Reid, man. Let's see. Who did he have it? McNabb. And once McNabb left, wasn't that when he left?
Yeah, Vic. Yeah, Vic.
He had Vic for a little while. You're right. He had Vic for a little while. But hold on. No. But Vic, think about Philly Vic. Philly Vic was what, 2 years?
It was that year, really.
It was really
But that
that
was
first
still-
year, tops. The first year we went
but
crazy.
that was still a
second year,
7.
it
That still was a
was.
7.
But no, what I'm saying is this though. Post that was part of how he got up out of there. Am I not?
In terms of like
am I
success,
not tripping?
I don't remember them making it past a game.
That's
in
what
the
I'm
playoffs,
saying,
'cause they
yeah.
were one and done, and Vic's really
I
good.
don't really remember that. Like, he
Because
got
that was
up
the
out of
whole
there.
that was the whole dream team. I remember it's the dream
Yeah.
team, and it never lived up to that.
Yeah, it was Vic. I mean,
But no, never no Vic slander. You know that, bro. That's Sam right there. Don't play that. Definitely don't play that. He one of the ones. Yeah.
But coaches really don't just like once you get that prom date, once you get that this is me, that quarterback that
You fall
like,
in love with it, and you get
yeah,
set in your
you fall in
ways.
love.
And you're like, bro, this is how we operate because when he's here, we've always done it this way, and we've always won.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work when Brady leaves, when Breeze leaves. It definitely don't work when 7 leaves, and that's the part where we've seen Coach T adapt. We've seen how he can go when it needs to be offense, score points, killer B era. We've also seen when it needs to be choke you out, play defense, this TJ Watt era with Minka and company, you know? So I can see it both ways with it though, man. Definitely.
you know.
All right. But, you know, the next question now evolves to 2027, right? That's the extension. Do we get a Super Bowl
You know
during
my
that
answers.
time
My
frame?
answer's yes.
I mean, we say yes, but the odds, what are the odds saying? I mean, because technically the odds would say no. The odds would technically say no.
I feel like this year's like go win. I feel like everything they're saying about this year is like we're here to win.
Mhm.
We'll bring back a Sutton. We'll bring in a Fields. We're still trying to get a Brandy Io. We're still like active, like everything. I feel like is like, man, whatever it takes to win. I'm gonna give you the best. Like here's a Patrick Queen. You know, tried to get a Jeremy Chin. You know what I mean? Like
they did.
Yeah, like
That boy said he
I
ain't
feel
want to
like-
come here though. What's up with your
he
man?
said you want to come. It said must
Your
have gave him
man's
something
is
nice
tripping.
too.
He said
No, it was less
He
money
said I
with
took
the
less to
Commanders.
go to Washington. I'm like, bro, is TG your man? You from DC? Where you from? Baltimore? Where you from, bro? Why you want to go there? I'm
He want
trying
to
to
play
figure.
with Bobby.
Bro, stop it, man.
He want to play with Bobby.
Stop
Probably
it,
just
man.
a better fit, better
Stop
role,
it.
maybe. Who knows?
Play with Bobby.
Wait, is Bobby Wagner's with the Commanders?
He is,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
He got paid nice to go out there too, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Dan Quinn out there, like, you know,
Dan's his man.
like,
Dan's his
if
man.
you know, you know.
He was
Yeah,
nice with Dan
Dan's-
though. Dan's his man.
Dan's one of these. Dan's gonna be in that,
Facts.
like, I think Dan will be in that, like,
Dan-
elite
hey.
coach. Yeah, Dan's one of those.
We was about to go to Atlanta because of Dan Quinn. Stop playing, bro. It was all right.
Like-
Hey, I know that Dan Quinn. I know that they gonna see out. I know that oh yeah, we get active in that. Oh yeah, I know that real well.
People love Dan Quinn. That's one of
Yeah,
those.
he one of the
You
ones.
know?
Big facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. If you
Love
know,
him
you
so
know.
much. Like,
Yeah.
if you know, you know.
Mhm.
But that's what I'm. But I think everything they're saying is we're trying to win. We're trying to get every piece. Like, here's the offensive lineman early. You know,
Yeah.
here I'm coming back in another one. You know, like it just I'm trying to win. I want to win right now. Like, I think that's what it's all saying. Like, I
And
think
that's the
everything
thing.
they're saying is shit.
We shouldn't be afraid of anyone in the AFC.
I don't see why we need to.
Russ
I
beat
think it's-
Russ and the Broncos last year. You mentioned it. Beat the Bills. Beat Josh Allen.
See, I knew he was gonna bring that one up specifically. I don't know
They
why you want
beat
to bring
the
that one
Chiefs
specifically though.
last year, so
You
it's
ain't have
like,
to bring that one up specifically.
You
But
get
I
Russ
feel
over
like-
here. He's got that championship mentality with a better team and not being sabotaged. Like,
You say
what
whatever.
do we got to fear in the AFC?
Russ knows how to win, though.
Yeah,
Whatever
that's what I
he
mean.
big facts on that. Big
Russ
facts on
knows how
that.
to win. Like, Russ finds a way to win. Like, that's
Wherever
one
he's
thing
been
Russ
at,
do.
yeah,
Yeah, whatever he do, he find a
he
way to
gonna
win. He
find
gonna
that.
I might miss the first jumper. I'm gonna make the second one. Like,
You
I'll
peeped
find a
it.
way.
You peeped it.
I'm
hey,
gonna find a way.
what a
Let me
what
get that
too?
back real quick.
What
Yeah.
a what? I said, oh, he didn't even hesitate. Okay.
Man, I'm not about to play with you.
He ain't take
Like,
the rollie off for nothing, Deke. He shot
No.
that thing with the rollie on. I said, ooh, you nasty.
Come on.
You nasty.
And that's but it's like that's the type guy. Like, he finds ways to win.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You know, I like that Seattle Super Bowl run. Like, you know, I always forever say it, but it's like he found a way to win that.
Mhm.
That defense was that, but he found ways to score. That Green Bay game that they had won that year, like
Mhm.
miracles happen. Like, it's
Yeah.
like he do carry that positive energy that bring positivity. Like, yeah, find
They had a
ways.
crazy ass comeback. I don't know what year it was on the road in Atlanta. They were down like
Ooh,
20 plus points. And
yeah.
I don't know if it was a
Mhm.
divisional or NFC championship, but
Yeah, that was postseason. Yep.
yeah, that's what
Definitely
Russ
did.
is all about. I mean, I've always appreciated him from afar because he is big time in the fourth quarter, and big
He
time in the
finds
playoffs.
ways to win.
Facts. I mean,
But
dude, we brought up the game when 7 got hurt, right? The 6 quarters into the series, we're playing against Seattle. And remember, we're up, and Russ is the one who makes the plays at the end of the game. He has the scramble, hits the throwing it back and into the DK. Yeah.
Yeah, he finds ways to win. Tyler Lockett's a great, elite receiver in this league, but he made Tyler Lockett look
It made him believe.
amazing.
Maybe Doug Baldwin's the better guy to bring up.
But you think
Doug
about Lockett, Baldwin, both of them dudes, though.
But Lockett's been doing all right. On
I feel like
his couple
people
teams,
don't-
you know what I mean?
All
I
right,
got to
but
see-
I think
I
his
got to see
hike
Doug
was
Baldwin.
with Russ. I think Russ
Sure.
put him on the map with that Russ.
I
got
agree.
me.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I think Russ put him. I think he's him now. Like, but I think that story could have been way different. Like,
That's what I think,
and
yeah.
I get you on that.
Yeah. I think he made him elite. Like, I think they got connected to where it's like when I move here, you go here.
And now his confidence is up. Once you got your confidence,
Yeah.
you're right. But it was like to
Once
build
you
it
get
to
confidence,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I was like to building it though. Russ was putting because nobody knew or thought that was going to be anything close to what this thing to develop into. Man, it's shout out to Tyler Lockett, man.
Shout out, like, I love Lock, but like we played him in college. Like, you wouldn't have said that would have been, and he was elite.
Yeah,
He was elite. He's fast. He got but like I played with a Tavon in college too. I played with, you know what I mean.
you was
So
biased.
it's like,
I got you. You was biased.
I just seen that body structure not all the way work like how
Yeah.
that one worked out.
Yeah.
So it's like that one worked. Like, and I
Hey,
think
look,
that,
we hoping little Calvin Austin can follow suit, man.
I think that's the thing.
Hey,
I seen Dre Archer. Like, I seen
yeah, we just seen
body
Dre.
structure
But
that
Dre
could
was
fly
running
like
back
that.
though. But that running back, it was a difference. That
It was a
running back
body
was
structure, though.
Yeah.
There's the fast, short, little guy that can make anything happen.
Yeah.
What do I do with it? You know, and Lockett's a little different, and now we've gotten to see how different it is. He is, but it's kind of like it has been a lot of weapons that have been that small, short target that you're like, he's gonna be nice, and it just don't. And Tavon played 10 years in the league. Like, I love Tavon. So I'm not
shout out to
saying
your
like
boy
that.
Tavon. I know, hey, look, I know you're not gonna have any Tavon
Yeah.
slander. I already know this, man.
Like,
Hey,
don't
look,
get it
I
twisted.
like Tavon a lot. He was almost as good as Percy Harvin. Almost as good, bro. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. I ain't tripping at all. But you know where Percy from, so you know how it go. Yeah.
It's a conversation. I think college.
Don't you do that? Don't you do that? Don't you do that? Don't you do that? Don't you do that, bro? Don't you do that?
You can have the convo.
There's
Don't you
no
do
doubt,
that?
though.
Don't you do that, bro? Don't you do that?
Tavon
Don't
Austin
you
was
do
good
Do
in
that,
the
bro.
league.
Give me my dog Percy, man. Don't you do that, man.
You know what I mean? What are we talking
Hey,
about? We
look,
can talk
if
about.
I remember correctly, Percy delivered one of them rings to y'all boys out in Seattle. What you talking about, man? He should have got MVP as far as I'm concerned.
The Russ effect, man. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my God, the rest effect, I love it.
Like, amazing things happen. Like, they kicked the
So
person.
what? Russ
Yeah.
was responsible for the Legion of Boom.
Russ made them kick it to Percy. Russ
Russ
made the Legion
effect.
of Boom. Russ, it's
Man, the Russ
effect, bro.
effect, man. I
Shout out to the
believe it.
Russ.
Honestly, you know what? I will, like, in a way, I
It
kind
is
of
real, though. It
agree
is
with
real.
TG
Yeah.
because I mean, are the
I
Seattle
believe.
Yeah.
Seahawks
Nah, he was scary.
the Seattle Seahawks of that era? If it wasn't for Russ,
Right. Russ had
if
some
it
of that
was a different
boogeyman.
quarterback, is it the
Yeah.
same? Are they winning a
Bro, it just
championship?
makes you believe
Russ
in a
had some
way. Like,
boogeyman about him, bro. Late in the games, you like, yo, he finds way. Russ, 7,
Bro.
Brady. Let's go down. Like them 3 tuple dudes right there, bro. You like, yeah. You could be late in them games and you like, bro, I don't feel comfortable. Because I've seen those 3 dudes specifically
Man.
during our era do it way too many times.
do
And
weird
Russ,
stuff.
way too many
Right.
times. Russ is like, yo, how did you do that one,
Down
bro?
like double digits.
Yeah,
it's just
you
crazy.
spinning out, reversing out the back door, throwing it 30, 60, 80 yards in the air, and it's like, yo, he caught that? How did your accuracy? Did you get an A triple plus in geometry? Like, how your angle game like this, bro? It's craziness.
But the year they beat Green Bay was like on some like a miracle.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like
I've
stuff
seen-
that's not supposed to happen be happening. You be like, bro, how,
Yeah.
and it's like consistently happening. So you like, bro, how does that always work in your favor? But
the Russ
that's
effect.
the Russ effect. Respect. Interesting. Shout out to Russ though, man. Shout out to the Russ effect, and yeah, shout out to Percy being better than Tavon Austin, there, man. So all is right in the world. All is right in the world, man. But my dog, man. Shout out to West Virginia. We was talking about NCAA earlier today because Pitt is confirmed 90 plus overall ranking.
So are they?
Yeah, but
Wait, someone in the chat. let us know, or
it's
tell
been
me at
confirmed,
least.
bro.
And I know what I saw
They
with my
put
2
everybody
eyes.
in the 90s.
No,
They,
no, I
they
don't
put
think
everybody
so.
up there. Then.
I still don't know if they're putting everyone in the game.
They put everybody
I
in
was
there.
gonna say
dude.
I was actually gonna. I give an update. I had an update though, guys. I did happen to see West Virginia make a little appearance. It was like not even a whole 2 seconds though, Deke. They had them just casually running out of a tunnel on the intro.
I told you
they
they're
had
in
the
there.
all white unis with the helmet. I was like, okay, I guess y'all did make it. I felt concerned though. I was concerned for a while. I'm like, it's late. It's almost game release. We haven't seen a picture, a graphic.
West Virginia, man.
You know what I'm saying? I was just nervous, bro. I was nervous. I ain't know if
It's
y'all ain't
almost
signed, if
happened,
y'all ain't
man.
had your paperwork right. You know, I thought somebody ain't signed the paperwork. You know how I go. I was like, yo, maybe
It's
they ain't
all cool,
signed it,
bro.
and that's why they can't be on the game. But I'm glad
It's
I
probably-
visually saw it, bro.
That's probably why we wasn't on the first release because we
can
wasn't
see that.
sure we wanted to even get. We kind of got that Floyd type. Like, hey, do y'all want to be on the game? Like, do we want to do this? Like, we don't even want to give people what it feels like to do that anymore. You know what I mean?
He said
Like,
you can't even play this way. I don't know what you
you
did
can't
to
even
lie to
feel what it
yourself.
feels like out here.
Because he definitely said that before. You ain't even about to act like you can even fake this one. Nah,
You can't be Floyd on a video
Yeah.
game. Like, and we kind of, we might have been figuring it out. We might have been the team that's different. So, but we're in the game. We're out here. We'll be good. We'll be in the 90s. If they're in the 90s, we'll be in the 90s. It's probably like, because I'm a gamer. Shout out all the gamers. If you
Shout
take
out,
that-
shout
Yeah.
out.
You know how everybody's at 80, everybody's like an 85, 86,
Yeah.
and then somebody's a 91. So they probably put everybody in the 90s, all in the 90s, and then the lower levels are in the 80s. Like, so you know how it is.
For sure. But I like it, man. All right. Now, a couple of other things, man, because we're going to start bouncing around a little bit too, okay? Shout out to the homie Steven Nelson. We did see him retire, man, so congrats on a heck of a career, man. Definitely love that. But he did also say, though, that, he leaving the door open that if it made sense, he would come out of retirement as
It
well.
might be a training camp.
That's what I was trying to see. Is there any interest potentially with that phone call?
Don't sleep on it.
As a
I
retired
don't think
guy,
that's-
because he's retired now, I think it's a different level
thought
of beef
that bridge
now
was
that
burned.
I thought it was too. But when you retire, that's a different convo
What do you mean?
because now you said I've officially stepped away from all of it. So now when I want to come back, I can't.
You'll
be
take
it.
whatever you
yeah,
get. Okay.
you see what I'm saying? Yeah, because you've officially unplugged your controller. Once you unplug TG, you could talk about it. Once you unplug that controller, bro, one of the hardest things was getting that thing plugged back in there. A lot of dudes,
But I don't know.
but he one of the ones though. He one of the ones though.
But he not going that long. It's not that. You know what I
think he
mean?
got a chance, yeah, because it's still fresh.
He still- he
was
still
just
smell it
balling
like-
last year.
Yeah, he gonna go train. He gonna do the whole everything he was doing.
Nah, he got the
He just-
family coming though. That's what the reports where
He
he's
just-
like, yo, he got the
He's
baby
just
on
not
the
doing
way.
training camp.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, bro, if you could just come on now.
I don't think we need him at this point, though.
I'm listening.
JPJ,
Bro.
Dante Jackson. Like, if we didn't pick up Cam Sutton, maybe it's more of a conversation. But with JPJ, Jackson, Sutton, Trice, Rush, I don't think we need him that bad.
So you saying Steven Nelson
Man, I
isn't good
just
enough?
feel like this Corey Trice don't like.
No, I think like if we didn't trade for Dante Jackson, if we still had Deontay,
Yeah.
I want to see him
and
move a little bit more.
we picked up Cam Sutton. I think there is an opening there. Of,
Yeah.
like we need a CB, almost like we're talking about wide receiver too.
Yeah.
Because
He
CB2, who's
I
our?
think that's
produced
what
in Houston last
I know.
year. He
Listen,
produced last year.
every time
he can play.
That's
every
what I'm
time
trying
we've
to
been
tell
bringing
you, bro.
up free
Come on
agent
now.
corners throughout this
I think that's what
offseason,
training camp's
I've
for, though,
talked
right?
about Steven Nelson. I think the bridge is burned, but now after some of the moves we made, I don't know if there's a spot for him.
Is the bridge burnt though? Is it burnt?
I thought it
Is
was burnt while he was active. I thought it was burnt. I feel like it's different when you say you're retiring
You soften up,
and
a little
then when you want to come back, because we don't know when he's coming back. If he comes back and it's August, that's only 2 months later, right? But say it is a little bit later in the year, and he's like, I still got that itch. We seen something like, I'm trying to get active. I don't think he's gonna be turning his nose up saying, "Hey, bro, it's Pittsburgh. Don't even think about this." I think it's a different energy now because of the retirement. That's the only reason is the retirement. I think that's what changed it all. But you ain't feeling him though. You ain't feeling that.
I don't think.
I wouldn't be
don't think
opposed. I think the CB room's kind of busy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're just gonna call him right now.
No. That's
Yeah,
I don't think so either.
if there's an injury that happens in training camp, of course, then
Right.
it becomes a conversation. But right now, everyone healthy.
Yeah, he gets a something happen phone call.
For sure. Will he be
Hey,
first
you
up
wanna-
then? Or would you go trademark it if something were to happen?
I don't think he go trademark it. You might
That's-
see
so-
free agent.
That's what I was trying to say though. Like, not obviously right now we want everything to be good, right? But we're saying if something does happen, training camp, early season, September, do we look trademark it first? Or is that somebody that we say, you know what, man, that's a little bit higher of a priority, we would want to call that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do y'all feel about him in that sense?
I just don't think you give anything up for anything.
Yeah.
Like,
He would be a pretty good option, I think. Yeah, if you're not trying to make a trade, I think he'd be a pretty good option because of the familiarity. And yeah, he's played good over the last few seasons. I didn't really want to get rid of him that bad.
I mean, we understood when it transpired why it was happening in the sense of, it's clearly some money stuff. It's not you
he
can't
did
play
not play
anymore.
bad
It
for
was
us.
just the money thing. They wanted him to take the cut. He didn't want to take the pay cut, and
And
that
it
was that.
between him and Joe Hayden.
Yeah.
And we picked Joe.
picked Joe.
I don't think that was hindsight 2020 was the better choice. But
But Joe was a Steeler, man.
Yeah,
Joe had been here longer.
He was definitely the bigger name and everything. But I think Nelson has played out much better than Hayden from that point.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, he's still in the league these last couple of years too, and
playing at
good.
a high level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had to ask that one because, like I said, man, that's a former Pittsburgh Steeler that did retire, man. So, shout out to Steven Nelson, man. All right. Next up, man, I got to go talk about this one. So, for all my Lakers fans out there, all my LeBron fans who've just carried over to L.A. with the Lakers, bro, you seen Dan Hurley turn down all that money?
turned down all that money.
That boy turned down a 70-piece, Deke.
Mm.
He said he want to go back to UConn.
They should.
They want to go back to UConn.
If they wanted him that bad, they should have offered him more. Because they were saying
Really?
the money's actually less. Like for
It doubles
inflation
what it's in
compared-
L.A.
Well, compared to what Coach K was getting offered back in 04, 05,
Okay.
they're saying the rate is less for what they offered Hurley compared to Coach K.
So you saying they lowballed that man?
Kinda.
Does he warrant a deal bigger than Coach K though? To you?
Man,
They
he just
gave
won.
him a similar rate.
He's hot.
He
right
back to
now.
back though. He back to back. He hot boy.
Yeah, I mean it's
He's won.
definitely worth the conversation.
He ain't Coach K, but he hot though. Yeah.
I think he's cool where he's at. Like, he don't need that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm cool. I just want 2 natties. I'm hot down here.
Bro,
I'm
this
just
the
work-
Lakers.
Yeah,
70 M. Bron.
but he don't need that though.
True.
Like, it ain't the money up there in the sense of like he getting it.
But this would have doubled him though because he's getting 5. I think it's like 5.3 right now, and the offer was like 11.6 or something like
Ooh.
that. Yeah, so
Damn.
it would have doubled what he currently
I'm
makes.
sure.
like
I'm
those
sure
California
UConn has to fix
Yeah,
that.
they would have doubled
I'm
it.
sure.
They would have
I'm
doubled
sure
it.
UConn has to fix that.
They would have doubled it because I was like, yo, even if they taking 50% on there in LA, right? Like you still walking away with 5.8, almost 6.
But if he do
Texas versus
he don't even have to do anything. The fact that he's come back, he can.
He's the man now. He's
Mr.
Calipari. He's
Yeah,
Roy Williams.
he's in that
He's
convo.
Coach
For that,
K.
too.
Yeah, he's
To be
all
like
of
the
those dudes
man
now.
in your area or
Yeah.
your region. Whereas
Like
like
that's
LA,
his world now.
you got to live up now. Now
But
you're
this is my question, though, to both
small
of y'all.
fish, big pond.
Is he bigger than Calhoun?
He's in that realm now. Like obviously,
yeah,
he's
he
not
is. I don't
Calhoun,
know how
Calhoun,
many
Will he ever be
Calhoun-
able to
He's in that
surpass him, though?
But he
Who
won
knows?
2 natties.
He
Yeah,
did
you
win
gotta
how many
respect
did
that.
Calhoun win? I don't
He's
even
just
know.
as big. Like he won 2 natties
Because
back
I look
to back.
at this convo and I'm like, man, I remember at a time where Nick Saban and Bear Bryant, they're like, bro, Saban can never pass that, right? Because of how big of a name, how big of a shout, and just how big of a legacy it was. So that's what I'm saying in terms of UConn. Calhoun has been that also. So that's the part where I was just like, yo, do we think he can
UConn
ever
was rocking for me.
Bro, come on now. UConn was must see TV.
UConn was
That was like
rocking for
it was like a
bit.
pro squad. Yeah.
Yeah, UConn was
Come on, bro.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But it's like it's UConn. Like you gotta respect. They're gonna take care of him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be good in UConn forever. Like he'll never have to trip. And he's straight. You know. And I mean that's not no small market. Like
Nah,
you know,
it's
you said that's
UConn,
LA.
bro.
Like
Yeah.
that's 20 minutes from like the New York and all
bro,
that.
you
too.
in the city,
Yeah.
bro. Stop playing. Yeah.
Like he's still like in a mix. Like he's in a
Uh-huh.
hot market, you know. And he's getting whatever he wants. Like it's kind of like LA. You might got to compete for that spot. Like he said. Like it's a lot of stars in LA. Like he's the star of UConn. He probably gets anything, everything.
He's never gonna pay for another thing as
he's
long
good.
as he's at UConn going forward.
Yeah.
They're never gonna charge me. He's like, bro, you turned down the Lakers and LeBron for us after giving us 2 of them natties back to back.
Yeah.
Bro, it's whatever. It's whatever.
You turned LeBron down for us. Like you
For
really love
us,
shit,
it's
man.
just
We
over.
love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, I could have seen him wanting something different maybe in the NBA. I think the Lakers were alluring to him, but maybe taking a franchise that doesn't have a guy like LeBron, like with that type of power dynamic. I could have seen him wanting to build something from the
LeBron is
ground
a
up.
lot
Yeah,
of a lot. You
yeah.
know, if it don't go right, you're the guy. Everybody's blaming you. Right, wrong, or indifferent, you're getting fired. Yeah.
And it's kind of like
maybe
you're
he'll
not
put
really.
his hat back in the NBA in 3-4 years. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like depends on.
I didn't
what they do
understand
at
why they
UConn,
did
but-
that. Like, and I know it's business, but like, I just don't see why JJ Redick's not the automatic. Like,
Bro, but why you want to do that JJ Redick one, bro? Stop it, man. Why? Because they did the podcast?
I mean,
why?
so my thing, look, if it's not JJ, like, I just think that players, I would like a Rondo. I think those work well
I
because
think
they
that is
understand.
so tough, though, bro.
Rondo.
That is.
But I think they understand how to live in there with a LeBron. Like, I think you have to.
you
I
gotta
think
do the
those
Ty Lue approach. Just
Yeah, I think you got to Ty Lue it. Like, I think you have to. I think that's how you win in there with the LeBrons. Like,
But
you have
Ty Lue,
to,
if I remember correctly, Ty Lue was on a whim because they had to fire David Blatt. And then Ty Lue took over mid-season and did the whole finish it out. And I think that was
But
the year
it's
they
kinda-
actually won it. And then it was like,
But I
okay,
think-
Ty Lue, we believe in you now. I don't think it was
But
Ty Lue out the gate. Go put you out there and start the season with that. I don't know if it would have been perceived the same.
But I think it still is this. I think it's all right. I know what y'all got. I know that guy. All right, let's do this.
Because I'm just
I
like,
think-
JJ Redick? I'm like, yo, I like JJ. I'm a Duke guy. Shout
I
out to
think that's-
JJ. Shooter for half
I think that's
court.
Jason Kidd. Like,
Right, but kid, kid is hot
What?
back. He's back hot, but kid wasn't always this Dallas Mavericks kid. Just
good.
that's all I'm saying.
but I'm
We're-
saying
we're-
I think
we're-
that's Jason Kidd. Like, I think that's that. That's why I even like. I think LeBron
Yeah.
is rare. That's
Yeah.
rare air.
No, it
And
is.
you have
Yes.
rare air so different. Like, it's hard to coach LeBron. Like, LeBron might not do. Like, give me the board.
I mean, we saw that, and they held that against
Give me the
Darvin
board.
Ham. It's like, bro, it's LeBron. Like, are you really gonna
Yeah.
say you know basketball better than LeBron right now? Like,
Give
come
me the
on, bro,
board.
it's Bron. Deke, if
Man, I
Seven
don't
would have
what-
said, bro, Todd Haley, I want to draw up this, would we all agree that hey, Seven probably knows a little bit more? We would just.
Seven used to be out there like,
All
let's do
right,
this.
come on, bro. It's
Hey.
7. And you gonna be like, yo, are you gonna tell 7 that you know this better than 7? Absolutely not.
But
Absolutely
I'm
not.
saying to a young coordinator, he might have treated it different.
Yeah.
Like, he might wanted to control the sticks a little bit harder, and that's why I think like that might have been a good move turning that down. That's LeBron. It's rare air. Like you know what I mean?
My
You're
boy
not all
said
the
he
way
want to control
thrown
them sticks a little bit longer, bro. On this one, man.
Yeah.
Hey, coach. Hey, JJ, just sit there and look good. All right, just look
Just
the
look
part.
good.
I got us. Just look the part.
Yeah. All right, cool. Run the play.
Yeah.
And I think he knows how to. I just think, and I say JJ because that's the name that I've seen in the
That's the one that's been
convo
popped up the most. Yeah.
to where I'm like, that
I
makes
think he's a
sense
little
to me,
pissed
though.
about
Remember-
Dan Hurley getting a chance at this, though.
Because I said, you remember your man, Shams?
I know. Yeah.
He was the one who said it. Yeah, he had initially said it was going to be JJ, and then Woj off the top rope said, "Nah, not so fast. We got Dan Hurley."
But now I'm seeing JJ's not too thrilled about the
I mean,
Dan Hurley reports.
Because essentially what you did with LA was, hey man, I like you, but you went and made an offer for the baddie. You was talking to me. I was taking you to cheesecake, Starbucks. We was doing all these little fun little dates, but you was proposing over here. And now I done found out about it. Yeah, TG won't like that energy, man. I can see JJ feeling some type of way about that. I can see that.
I mean, that's the top of college. Like, they tried to take that route, it didn't work. Like, come on. We had to go try to make a
I mean,
He said we had to go talk to him.
If JJ
Come on now,
actually
bro.
wants to do it, I think you probably got to take your ego out of the way.
we had to
Like,
try to
come
take
on,
it.
bro. Yeah, like
bro,
you would have done the same thing.
Yeah, like, bro, you can't be mad, bro. You want too mad.
You can say that, but you can't say that though, bro. And you would have done the same thing, right? No. You supposed to say I'm your person. I want to be option one. JJ wants to be option one.
That's
bro.
the thing. If JJ really does want to coach, because I know he's got a bunch of other stuff going on. If he actually really
Bro,
wants to coach, I don't even know if he's getting another opportunity. Like Lakers might be his only opportunity because of the LeBron connection.
Joe Mazzulla. Like,
West
I just
Virginia,
was
I
thinking
see.
about it. Yeah. Come on, Wesley.
Sorry to beat you.
Come on. But,
All roads lead back to that country road. I already know, bro.
Wesley guy. You know, but he's young. He know how to talk to him. He hip in there. All right, I know. All right, let's do it then. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I love those. I think those work. I think the Nick Nurses of the world, those work too. Like, I'm with you. But I think those, like, you see, I know basketball too.
Hey, bro, come on, man. Hey, look, I wouldn't have asked you if I ain't believing, you know. Come on, now. It's not what you could do. It's what you're capable. Is that what you're capable of? What you're willing to do? And I know you. It's a more you could do type of guy as well with you, man. You know, you're more than you feel me. The more you could do type of guy. I know what you want.
The more you could do.
Salute.
But I think that works. Like, I just love the ginger.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find.
Speaking of the more you can do,
talk about
you know what's coming up out here in the world.
Because I had something that I hope you about to go where I'm going, but let me hear what you got to say.
Let me give you this.
Let me see where
you're
going.
gonna see.
Let me see where you're going.
Kicker position is about to really change out here. Like, you might really see 11 on the field on that kickoff. Like, hey, just get it down there.
You see what they doing in Kansas City right now,
bro? It's real.
You see the
kind of
reports
need
in
that.
Kansas
Like, let
City.
me get because you need all the pieces.
Because everybody has to tackle now. You got to tackle now.
Everybody has. You need 11
Who you
out
got
there.
doing
Like,
it for the Steelers then?
I don't know who can kick. I'm sure somebody knows how to kick in there.
Give me Cam Sutton. I'm sure Cam Sutton can kick. I'm
sure it's a lot of guys ready to step up and kick that football.
He's the backup holder.
He was the backup. He was the backup kicker. He was because Seven was the backup holder.
Yeah.
Sutton can kick.
You wouldn't go out there and try to kick the ball.
Man, what? Come on, TG. Don't let me mess around and actually get kicky good.
And you would take it so serious.
I'm telling you, bro. It would be nothing y'all can say to me, man.
Come on, it's not like they don't have people in there that teach you how to kick this football.
Hey, bro, but you know it's legit. It's real.
Yeah.
But
there's people that's really coming there like, all right.
Because Justin Reed, that's what they're working on in Kansas City, where he is going to be their primary kickoff guy. He's gonna be their primary.
How many teams do you think do that week one? Use this strategy of using a non-kicker to kick.
Man, it's 32 teams. Give me 5. I say 5 teams. Give me something non-traditional. Try to take advantage of it. Because you're saying strictly week one. Early on before we get like the data and people start going, oh man, this work versus that work. I say 5.
Okay.
How many you think of TJ?
Yeah. You'll see. I think you'll see a trend of it. You'll see how it fits up a couple teams to do it. I think you'll see like 4 or 5 for sure.
Because I think early on you processing it.
Man, if it fits up like you're thinking it's gonna fit up, because you need 11, you need all 11 to go make that play. You'll see that grow.
Because TG, this is the difference of.
That's why I like this new kickoff. This makes it fun.
Because this is the difference when we're just talking special teams. Let's bring it back to offense, defense. This is the Lamar Jackson pulling it, and now the quarterback is running. And now you got to account for the quarterback. You don't have that extra defender anymore. Usually, you don't have to worry about the kick. You got an extra guy. Vice versa. Yeah, so now it's like, bro, you gotta have somebody, and you know for a fact this ball is coming back at you, bro. And he's gonna have ample space and time to get this thing going. Ball in the hand plus grass. You know what that means, TG. Ball in the hand plus grass, baby. Yeah. Hey, when that happens, when that person got that ball in the hand, usually in return, punt, kickoff, it's like, bro, he got about 20 yards before the nearest defender. You're like, bro, it's about to be spicy. Just, hey, bite down, bro. It's about to get real, man. Yeah. Because the athletes are too good, and them dudes with the ball in their hand, man, they're electric. They're electric, man.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Like, so I just think that's what, speaking of the more you can do, that's coming.
I like that.
That's coming.
Like I said, so I'm gonna say Cam Sutton is my candidate for the kicking. Who you got?
Come kick the ball.
Who are you putting out there?
We were talking about this last week. I forget who I said.
One of them. I like one of them linebackers to go kick that football, man. What's wrong?
I mean, Minka would probably be pretty
E-Rob,
good.
you know E-Rob can kick. He could do everything.
Man, come on, man. Go kick that football.
He a Belichick guy. He could do all of it.
I know.
Yeah, you're probably right with Cam Sutton. If he legitimately was like our backup kicker, it'd probably be him.
Can he legit kick? That'll probably be the guy.
I remember correctly, he could legit like kick it. It's not in like you're not an NFL kicker, but he can kick in terms of a non-NFL kicker. Yeah, that was the guy that I thought. Yeah.
I'm telling you, in preseason, they're going to send some guys out there to go kick that football.
You might as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because preseason guys ain't kicking that no-how. Yeah.
They're going to see what that's talking about, for sure.
That's going to make it even more spicy, low-key. I like your style, TJ. I ain't know you was going here with this thing, man, but salute you on that. I like it. All right, well, I got two final things to get you with, man. But the first one, because both of y'all are gamers, how do y'all feel about Christian McCaffrey on the cover? Madden 25. Do we like it? Do we love it? Are we against it? And is the curse still cursing? Also,
you know, I'm forever like,
is the curse still cursing? Because I agree. I was nervous until Josh got it, and then I kind of like turned the blind eye. I was like, no, but if I remember, I think that was 13 seconds year. So I don't know. I just felt curse-ish. Yeah.
That curse was a thing for a minute. It was a real thing. Like,
they say AB ain't never recovered since Madden. He was on the cover. It ain't never been the same since, bro. Ain't never been the same since. And I love that game. I love that game, but he ain't never been the same since, bro. Yeah.
But Mahomes went on and he was cool, right?
Yeah. He got the little ankle though. If I say, I think he got an ankle on it.
I just remember. I'm a true Madden guy. I remember
Facts.
Ray Lewis went on there. George went on there.
Man, Peyton Willis. I remember Peyton Willis getting
Allen
on that
was
thing,
on
bro.
last year's cover.
Yeah, oh, so salute that. All right.
Dudes used to drop off that cover like, man, don't go on there.
We ain't get a Super Bowl, so yeah. Feels curses.
Yeah, he had a good season. I don't think that was.
Shout out though.
I don't think you'd consider that a curse.
It's over now. Is the curse gone? It's been lifted.
I think it is.
Hey, look, 900 Juice says this is the Madden curse versus the Kardashian curse. Which one has done more damage to careers? I'm like, bro, that's legit. Shout out to you, 900 Juice, but that's legit, man. Yeah.
Didn't they put the Durant had like a plague over his
Hey, bro. You still got the Drake curse going on out here.
The Drake curse
looking terrible right now. Dallas, like, God, dog, bro. They getting absolutely worked. Just saying, bro. It's a lot going on right now with these.
Brady was on the cover a couple times for Madden.
The GOAT cover was different because they both went to the Super Bowl that year, if I remember correctly, right?
Right.
Okay.
Mahomes and Brady, right? For the GOAT one?
Okay.
Or was that last year?
No. I think they might have done it after 2 years. I think they did it 2 years after because that's Madden 22. They went to the Super Bowl in 20. That was COVID.
The 20 season, 2021 Super Bowl game though. Yeah.
Lamar was on a cover.
Yeah. Lamar was last year. When was Lamar? Was that 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Who was last year?
They said Josh was last.
Yeah, Josh was last year.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Okay.
AB was 16. Was AB 16 or 17?
Was that a curse year?
Bro, the thing is, it's so different now too. They be having like 3 covers. Like it's not like
it ain't like it used to. It was just like one only. Like when Ray Lewis was, I think it was 05. Ray Lewis 05 with the purple jersey on top. Bro, that was the only cover you was ever gonna find. Yeah.
Now
When
you
Vic
get
was
like
on it,
this
Vic was on
cover,
it.
this cover, like it'd be different covers. Like
Yeah.
It is the same player though.
What you mean?
Is
Like,
it?
it's all the same player. Yeah, they don't have it like different players. It's just
Okay.
like different editions, different pictures they'll have.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I thought I don't know.
I
need to
ain't feel
look.
like that was the case, but I could.
Yeah,
be
I thought I
off.
seen
I thought it
different
was.
people on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, bro.
That's good. I thought I see different people on there, but
I could be
you might
off.
put me
Yeah.
on there.
No. What they
Right.
do is they change it like mid-season and stuff
I've
for like
seen. I
ultimate
feel like
team.
I've
They
seen
do
multiple
that. They do
Yeah,
that
bro.
stuff.
Yeah,
Multiple players
like,
on
what
covers,
is
bro.
it?
I know I'm not tripping.
No,
I've
they,
seen
they,
multiple
they
covers,
do
bro.
that for like ultimate team and stuff. They try to promote
Oh.
like cards that they're set. Like they'll put Deion Sanders and stuff on.
No,
Like
Bro,
the
'cause
no.
graphics.
I'm saying like I feel like I've seen.
No,
it, like,
bro, I
legit,
promise
like,
you.
yeah.
I feel like I've seen, and I was gonna say this. I
Oh,
know it's
no,
like
bro.
crazy, but I thought I seen Justin Jefferson on a cover last year for some reason. Like I just like, or I thought I
don't think
seen
he
like, yeah, and I thought, am I like, and I buy my games on
I was about
online.
to say.
It might have been a
So, yeah.
Photoshop.
It might have, I might have got
Yeah.
one of them. Like,
Oh no, bro. Oh,
I-
all
and
I
I-
know,
and
I
I-
feel
and
like
I
I've
just
seen
for some
way
reason-
more. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely seen like
I just feel like I see
different
people on that
covers.
cover.
Yeah. Shout
Was
out,
Aaron
bro.
Donald on the cover when you?
No.
No, he ain't never make a cover.
No,
Then we had the Fitzgerald and was it
TP.
Troy?
that's who I see.
Yeah,
That's the
Fitz
picture I'm
and
seeing in my
Troy.
mind.
I remember them.
I'm seeing a Fitzgerald picture in my mind.
Yeah. But they
That was
were
Madden
both on
10.
that cover though, yeah. That was my first one. That's the first one I was
Yeah.
on. I never forget it, bro. I was like, yo, we've made it now.
Is he catching
We
it in
officially
like
made
Jordan type position? Like
No, I think
type?
in this one they like running at each other, about to like
Yeah.
charge at each other. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's not what I'm thinking. Then I ain't thinking that.
I remember the
I'm
Vic
just
one.
not-
All right, let me see these covers real quick. All right, the Sherman. Yo, I remember when Sherman. Yeah, he did.
I remember the
one.
Sherman.
Sherm did that one.
Back-to-back
Shane
Lions.
Duffy.
Calvin
Was that Calvin?
Johnson,
Yeah.
Madden 13, and then Barry
Calvin had a
Sanders,
cover.
Madden 14.
Yeah,
Or
Barry.
call
They
it
did like a
Madden
legacy.
25, though.
Yeah, Barry with the legacy one. Cause Barry had a legacy. Oh, and John Madden himself has had a legacy cover.
Yeah, that
Remember
was
the
season
Madden? But the
23.
year Madden had a cover, it was definitely a person on another cover. The year Madden.
I swear,
Madden.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
I
I'm
know.
with you,
I
bro.
know. I see somebody on that cover.
I'm not tripping. I seen multiples, bro. I know I ain't tripping, bro.
I know. I'm not tripping. Like, bro, it be people on that cover. You like, well, where's this one?
Yeah.
What Madden am I getting?
Yeah.
Because it's been a couple times. I'm
Cause
like,
you got
which
like
Madden?
the regular, then you had like the deluxe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, which one you got? Like, what we doing? What we playing?
Shout out though. Shout out. I mean, shoot, it ain't gonna matter. They say you still gonna get beaten on all them games. That's what they said though.
People know about me, but I hate that Christian McCaffrey got. He's on the cover. I love
Hey.
that. I think that's childhood dreams though. Like,
Nah,
so it's
fat.
like,
Everybody
oh,
wanted to be on the cover until
Yeah.
you knew about the curse. But everybody wanted to be on the cover though. It's like cover of Sports Illustrated, bro. You know that.
I think you don't turn it down. You like, yeah, I got it. Let's do it.
If he dies, he dies. I see you.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. Well, final thing that I have for you then, man, before you get up out of here. All right, because I know you got to get ready to travel, man. We got a Steelers football camp coming up. Come on, man.
There you
Friday,
go.
Saturday. If you know, you know, man. All my West
Yes,
Virginia
you know.
people. We'll be out there in
You know.
Triadelphia. All right, at the
Yeah.
little sports complex getting activated. All right, push-ups, sit-ups, run, cover down, break down. You know how we getting it. All right.
Whatever it takes.
You know, but before we get to that, though, Frank Martin versus Javante Tank Davis Saturday night. How we
Yeah.
feeling? Because we seen the can man get canned. Yeah, get a can open up on him.
Man.
Boy, we seen that.
Man.
Shout out to Adrian Broner, but boy,
Man.
shout out to Adrian Broner. Teeth and all.
Hey, so-
all right, yeah.
I never heard his post conference. I didn't hear what he said afterwards.
Man,
I
it won't a lot of nothing. My man was missing teeth. He was missing.
I stayed for that.
Yeah, he doing that now, bro. It's the
Man.
grippers, Deke. The grippers. You can't lose the grippers, bro.
They
Yeah,
gotta
man. That ASAP, expeditiously. You know that. They said my man. He said I'm torn shoulder, torn something. He put the picture in the hospital bed with his lady like laying on him, and was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I've won that life." You know how they hit you with the, bro. I could never
Yeah.
lose. Like I'm winning. I'm here. It's that one. You know what it is.
Man, I got whooped in there.
Yeah,
man.
you know how it is, bro. When you get beat, Deke, you just gotta go. I'm gonna just flex like this, bro. I've made it. When you come
Man.
from what I've come from, you never
Where you
lose.
come from,
You're always
where I
winning in
come-
life. You know, I
Yeah.
don't get caught up in X's and O's and wins and losses. What I've overcome, I've won in life. That was the approach he gave us. So yeah, you know he got beat pretty bad, if that's what he's posting. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Frank Martin, Tank Davis.
Right.
What we looking like, man? How you feeling?
Tank in 7.
Oh,
Come on. Tank in 7. You gonna take him to the
boy said and said he said taking you to pound town. He done seen sexy red whoop up on people in the airport. He said, you know what, bro? You know what time it is, man.
Tank,
man.
And if you know, you know.
And he was talking spicy about his lady too. You seen him in the press conference.
Come on, man. Tank in 7.
Deke talking.
The real fight
spicy
is that
about his lady and
Benavidez
everything,
fight,
bro. Talking spicy about his lady.
The real fight's that Benavidez fight. Tank's gonna put him down in 7, but if you know that Benavidez fight beforehand, that's a big dog fight.
That's the one. How you feeling?
I like Benavidez.
Okay, because I'm gonna say, I know you got my box. I know you gonna talk, baby. You did.
Yeah.
I know you gonna talk.
He's gonna knock him out. He's gonna knock him out in 4.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're gonna knock him out in 4. It's gonna be if you get it, it's gonna be a good fight weekend. Like that's nice. It's a big one. Tank fight, Tank's a show.
Tank a big show, you know that.
Somebody big gonna walk him out.
Come on, bro. Listen, if Rick Ross walked out Adrian Broner, come on, man. It might be somebody important gonna be out there for
somebody
Tank.
important.
It's gonna be a who's who of who's who.
Come on,
walking
man.
him out, and they diamonds. Deke, the diamonds. You gonna be able to sit up in the 500 section, and you gonna be able to see them
Baby done walked them out like twice already.
Yeah, we tired of little baby walking up. Who else coming out now, bro? Yeah,
like, come on.
He done walked them out so much. We like, God, dog, bro. Like, all right, who next? Yeah,
we know. Like,
it was like remember when Floyd used to have Justin Bieber walking. You like, bro, you walk him out every fight now. That's just your man's. All right, like you just went global star. That's what we gonna see from Tank. I want to see who Tank come out with, bro. Shout out,
it's
bro.
like halftime show, man.
Shout out, bro. Shout out, bro. It's been a lot though, man. Now that I'm thinking about this boxing and fighting stuff, man. All right, shoot. I don't think I talked to you since your boy Dante Wilder got touched up.
Man, they put my man down, man.
Deke, Wilder got touched up on, boy.
Wilder got put down.
Deke, the man started walking away. He walked away.
Tyson Fury got put down. Wilder got put down.
Take a L. What a time.
Wilder got put down nice.
What a time.
I think it's time for Wilder to put it down.
Say, go get it with your life's work, bro. That's what they say.
Thank you for your efforts.
Start a podcast, bro. It's time to start a podcast, bro.
Talk about it.
Start a podcast. Share the war stories. Call them up. Have them as a guest, bro. It's that time now, man. It's that time.
The sheer pleasure we had in seeing Booby run on the field was shattered by the vision we've seen in Booby get carried off.
My knee. What we gonna do now? What we gonna do now? Oh man, not the Booby. What we gonna do? It's over. Oh, what we gonna do now? We practice, we train, we practice. Oh, Friday Night Lights, man. And that not on the top 5 list, but just whenever you get a chance, just that's one of the ones. That's one of the ones right there, man. man. For sure. But on a lighter note, your boy L. Bell, we did see him take a W, so salute to him at least, man. So we like that, man. We like that. Shout out to all them combat cats, man. All them combat cats.
L. Bell need to call out Ryan Garcia.
No, not that one. Go, Logan Paul. Go fight a Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Don't Garcia fast. You seen that, bro? I don't know if he won that one. I don't know about that one. I don't think he won that one. That because it's fast and it actually knows what it's doing. I just stay away from that one, bro. If you can't see it, Deke, if you can't see that punch coming, bro, how you gonna stop it? At least with the Pauls, Jake Paul, it's like they're not throwing lightning. They got power, but it's not lightning. You got a chance. You could see it. You might even get off first. Bro, Garcia, bro, you didn't see how that man, bro.
Garcia put Haney down. Like,
bro, what? He was touching on Haney. We like, They talk about, hey, 4 pounds, man. I'm 4 pounds. It's like, yo, that speed? Did you see the speed? That's my only thing, bro. Yeah, I don't want L. Bill to hop into that one. L. Bill need another celebrity. Fight another celebrity, bro. Yeah, go to celebrity.
He don't need to need Jake Paul. That's a lot too.
Because Jake got some size on him.
Yeah, let's not play with that.
Do you think he could beat Jake though?
I don't think he should play with that yet.
Because Jake, I'm like, bro, Jake
LL
low key know what he doing, bro. Don't play with Jake. Jake know what he doing.
LL quietly got touched in the fight. You know,
He did. It was a closer than what it should have been.
They called it a slip. He quietly got touched. They called it a slip.
Don't you do that? Don't you?
You know you know. They called it a slip.
Deke, he tried to say my man touched that ground. It was a slip, bro.
He touched that ground. They called it a slip.
I don't care what he said. It was a slip,
called
bro.
it a slip.
It was a slip, bro. It was
You
a slip.
seen it. They hit him. He hit him with that left hook.
It caught him. It shocked him a little bit. It did.
And they called it a slip.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
I watch. I keep up. You know. Yeah.
That boy said, "Yeah, that was a little bit tighter than it was supposed to be." Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think he has a better opportunity for success. I can see a better pathway for success versus one of them polls, man. Obviously, Jay, because Logan doing his wrestling thing. So I think
Probably
Jay,
more money too.
Oh yeah, wait. Well, I don't know, because Ryan Garcia is a massive star also, in the sense of like the social media, the YouTube, like that's why him and the Tank Davis was such a big fight, because what he could bring in terms of eyes, like he's that new young cat that, you know, the social media crowd loves right now, man. But I just don't think L. Bell need to go in there or anywhere near that, man. I think that's lightning. And he ain't little. Like, if they little is different. It's like, all right, he maybe can't hurt L. Bell, but bro, he ain't little. It's like, yo, he can. I think he can touch you. I don't want to touch you. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that one. But salute my dog though, man. Salute you. Salute the homies, man. Salute the homies, all right? So, yeah, man. So, yeah. But with that being the case, man, that will do it for us with you today, man, as we watching Aaron Rodgers skipping Jets mandatory mini camp. Your boy Salah calling him out. He said that's a Rodgers thing also. I don't know if y'all seen that. He said he's not excused. This is a Rodgers thing.
The Rodgers thing.
He said Rodgers put this as more of a priority to be in their practice. I like that. I like that a lot, man. But yeah, man, all love over here, man. So you know we'll spin the block dudes with you. Actually, I gotta see about next week because your boy out of town. Actually, pause that. So we're gonna figure out, if not next week, we're gonna spin the block the week after that. Then, but either way, you already know how we're gonna do it, man. So appreciate you as always, Brody.
Be at the camp, man.
Let's go, man. I see my dog at the camp. We'll holler at y'all here, man.
Peace, bro.
Peace. Shout out to the homie TG, a.k.a. Terence Garvin, man. Spent a little time with us on the show today. If you was digging the call, digging the convo with the homie Terence Garvin, make sure you hit that like button one time for the culture. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby. Shout out, man. Yeah, we covered everything we needed right there with the homie. I like that, man. We just got some boxing in here, got some L Bell, got some kicking, some free agency. All right. Never know how TG gonna do it sometimes.
Got about 5 supers here.
All right, let's tap in.
Close it out. Let's get you Dub. TA has some interesting quotes going around saying he feels like he failed Minka last year and wants to keep him at free safety, and that Queen will be out every snap. Makes it seem like PQ will be the green dot.
I like it. I mean, personally, you know, as a defender, we always say, if you the big money and you the linebacker, why aren't you the green dot, bro? So hopefully for Patrick Queen, man, he will not just have the green dot, but also will embrace it if that is the case. But I could see them keeping the green dot on a Landon Roberts also, just because of, you know, him being the communicator, him being the returning guy, the steady presence, stuff like that. But I could definitely see it, you know, if it is Patrick Queen, I would love it, because if he's going to be out there every down, that's what you want. That's why we love Shazier having it, because he never was going to take it
last year.
They rotated.
We had all those injuries.
It was typically a Landon Roberts. That was the constant that was still available. Remember, because he never really like missed. So I think that was why we never had that issue. But
why do I think we give it to Minka?
I thought Minka might have had it for one. I know TJ and Minka did it before. I know for a fact they did it before. But if I remember correctly, I thought E-Rob was that guy last year.
Yeah, it might have been. I can't remember.
Yeah, but Minka has definitely had it in his career here. TJ has definitely had it in his career here as well. I know specifically TJ definitely had it. Was it a year, 2 years ago? I want to say 2 years ago. He had it on at a couple of games as well.
Yeah, we're down bad if we got to be asking Minka and TJ.
Yeah.
To be
because you're trying to figure out who are the guys that are going to be out there the most. And that was part of why TJ got it for a couple, but then TJ rotates, comes off. So then it was like, all right, send it to Minka. But yeah, but shoot, because last year, Minka got hurt last year.
Yeah,
so it was some time where he
out
was
for
missing.
a decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of him talking about doing Minka a disservice?
Man, I think it's coach talk. I think as a coach, when you are in that coach and player relationship, it has a lot of similarities to father and son, or just the mentor versus mentee type dynamic. And you think about how much time you spend with these people, how much you pour into them, and how much they sacrifice and commit back to you. And when you see, an expectation be set and to a degree it not be lived up to for whatever the context or whatever the variables may be, typically, from my understanding, the good ones, the good coaches, the good players, they don't point and say it's the coach's fault, and the good coach doesn't point and say it's the player's fault. Typically, they look in the mirror and they say, yo, I need to be better. And I think that's what TA is saying, the same way you've heard Minka say, I got to get back to playing Minka ball. I got to get back to being who I am. He didn't say, hey, bro, TA, man, he did me dirty last year. He ain't say, hey, man, I wish, Coach Tomlin put me out here more in these situations. No, he said, I got to be better so I can do this. That's just the mindset, man, in terms of at that level, man. So that's why I say I think it's more just coach talk by TA. I think he's just saying to himself, man, we don't point fingers, because if you point fingers, that's seeking comfort. And if you seek comfort, if you're always looking for an excuse to justify why it wasn't, then you're never going to overcome. You're never going to continue to grow and excel and actually reach that success. So I think for him, man, he's just looking at it like that and just simply saying, I got to be better, man, because I failed Minka. If Minka wasn't the best safety in the world last year, then that's on me as a coach. And Minka, the flip side is saying, bro, if I want the best safety in the world, it's because of me, man. It wasn't nothing that you did wrong, coach. You put me in the positions. I got to make plays. And that's the reason why both of those guys are here. Both of those guys have had the success that they've had, and why we expect them to keep having that type of success, man. But that was definitely how I looked at it, man. But I do like that, because you would much rather that be the messaging than it be, hey, man, Minka got to play better, bro. He was just tripping. Or Minka saying, hey, man, I don't trust TA, bro. He foolish, bro. We don't want that. That can't be the commentary. And at times, that's been the commentary with the Mad candidate, Kenny Pickett, more so from fans, not so much from the organization or the players per se, but that's just the type of stuff where it's just like, that's comfort seeking, man. You're never going to accomplish what you want to accomplish if you're consistently trying to point fingers and remove the blame or remove your role in why the product isn't what it wanted to be. And like I said, man, shout out to TA and Minka for the way that they're handling it. And I mean, defense still was dope last year, though. Let's not act like it was trash. And Minka still played and was balling at times. It just wasn't up to the standard that he has set for us since literally the first game we've seen him versus the Niners on the road back in, was that 19? I think it was when we was out there at that game, man, where we seen this dude first day in the defense. You're like, bro, how did you do all of this and you're still trying to figure it out? But that's been Minka. So I think for him, he's just saying, bro, this is what I hold myself to, and I'm getting back to there. And then TA's looking at it and saying, bro, if you're not there, then that's going to be on me. But I like it, man. I like it.
Irish Steel 63. How long until Coach T surpasses Chuck Noll's win total?
Mm-hmm.
And will he have any more Super Bowl wins?
Respect. So they say in terms of win total, he only needs 29 more wins to pass Chuck Noll in terms of all wins, regular season and postseason. We know in terms of the caveat, it was 14 game seasons with Chuck Noll. For the majority of Coach T, it was 16 game seasons. This past 2 years have been 17 game seasons. But yeah, it's a 29 game difference.
20 for regular season.
Yeah, 20 regular season, 9 postseason, but 29 total is what he needs. So, I mean, in theory, he could do it within this contract, within 3. I mean, if we get what we want, he'll do it in 2. If we get what we want, I mean, hopefully that's long postseason run.
I would like to think the regular season ones would be done in 2.
Yeah. But he said total. That's why I was saying, like, go ahead, just run all 29 wins in these next 2 years. That means you've given us a postseason run.
Yeah, you could do what, like 2 12-win seasons, 24, and then
give me a postseason run,
a couple postseason runs, whatever. That could get you to 29.
Yeah,
for sure.
He said if it goes the way that we want it to go. And now in terms of the Super Bowl,
but he's got 4 years. I know it's a 3-year extension, but he's got till
this
20,
year and then the next
27.
ones.
He should do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
No matter what way you slice it.
yeah. I was like, barring something catastrophic or him just, waking up tomorrow and retiring. Like, it's kind of like we look at teachers like, yeah, he should get over 100 sacks this year, man. He should cross that. Coach T should break this within 2, maybe 3 at the worst. And in terms of any more Super Bowl wins, that's the debate, man. That is legit. We're going to argue yes, even though the numbers would say no. We're still going to argue yeah. I think that when you talk about the personnel, when you talk about what he means and what he means in terms of the leadership, the direction, and what he can bring in also, I think that his case is just as good as anybody else. I think the big factor, though, is going to be the quarterback, and that's the name of the game. We've all seen this. You can have the perfect roster, but if your quarterback is less than, then yeah, you're going to struggle. Niners, Chiefs. Brock Purdy's a really, really good quarterback, but unfortunately, he's less than Mahomes. And in that type of game, you got to have that type of dude
And Purdy played good.
That's
too.
what I'm
That's the
saying.
other crazy
He
part of
balled.
it.
He played really, man, he was balling. But that's the name of the game. If you don't have that guy, then yeah, good luck. You have to be perfect dang near for it to work out. And even when they are dang near perfect, you still see where that dude can be magical. That's the only thing we're talking Super Bowl win. I think we're going to win a ton like we've always won. I think we're going to actually have some postseason success as well. But the Super Bowl stuff, that to me is really going to stem down to this quarterback play. Whether it's Russ or Fields, that has to be in that top tier from my perspective, man.
Sean McCartney, for those asking for a new coach, name one head coach that's proven to get. You think Andy Reid is going to leave Mahomes. You think Shanahan will leave his stacked team. Look how Belichick has been without TB.
That's facts, man. That is facts. A lot of these coaches, man, pre their superstar or post their superstar is not the same way. They're not viewed or talked about in that same light. Whereas you're looking at Coach T and we're saying, man, this is still looking a little bit different than some of them other dudes, man.
Fish momentum.
Hold on.
Okay.
The interesting one I had, though, was I always think a little bit of Pete Carroll, though. I'm like, dang. Because I always remember, he was been talked about or had been talked about in that same Tomlin, Sean Payton type of vibe as well, and Harbaugh as well, yeah. And that's the thing where I'm just like, even with Pete, though, now Pete doesn't even get that type of how we looked at Coach T and we're like, yo, even when it was Rocky, you still have been able to stay here through all of that. Pete got this year.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
She's like, yeah, he's a good coach, but he got.
He just got old, too. I mean, that's the other
Age
problem.
worked against him, yeah. I mean, all that is a factor, though.
I would have stuck with him, but that's the Seahawks' decision. Yeah, I think he's a good coach.
Yeah. And then we had Sean McCartney. He had an earlier one, too. Let me get you real quick. He says, ask NFL players about Mike T. Nothing but love and respect, both with the Steelers and for other teams he's seen as a great head coach. So happy for Coach Tomlin. Now, shout out to you, Sean McCartney, and that's 100% the case. Like I said, as a dude that can talk about my experiences before I came to play for Coach Tomlin, just viewing him as an outsider looking in, and the only connection being we from the same spot back home in the 757. And it's like, man, just those little interactions. But then you watch him, you watch how he commands his team. You watch how the players respond to him, and not just the low-level guys, the superstars. Watch how they act to him. Watch how they respond to him. And that's the thing where it was like, man, you just see this dude that is just a magnet for people wanting to be around him, man, because of the energy he gives off, the way that he communicates and leads, man. And that's why he is who he is, man. Shout out to Coach T.
Fish Momentum says, what's good, Moats, Deke, TG, and the chat fam?
Good. What is good, official? Let's go.
Let's go, U-Dub says, why leave UConn to go to L.A. and be the scapegoat / puppet for LeBron when it inevitably goes south?
That's the fact. That's what we said, nah. If it doesn't work, you're going to get all the blame. If it does work, LeBron's going to get all the blame. It's like having a star quarterback. If you got that star quarterback, man, that quarterback is going to get the benefit of the doubt. They're going to get the love. But when it goes wrong, man, hey, coach, it's on you, man. So Hurley understood that, especially when you're talking LeBron. I mean, you look at all LeBron's coaches. Either you win a championship with him or you're getting fired. I don't think there's any in between, is it?
It's Spoelstra.
he won a championship with
They,
Spo,
they-
though.
yeah, they
That's what I'm
want to.
saying.
Yeah, they want to. Yep.
So it's like you either win one or good luck. Because I think everybody else, Blatt, Ham, Vogel won one, and they still got Vogel. They said, Vogel, nah, come here. Come talk to me real quick. Come sit in that front seat, go around the corner. It's like, dog. Yeah. Just like, all right.
Yeah, he won his only championship in LA with Vogel, and he's not there anymore.
Shoot, they fired Vogel the year after it. Think about that. It was what, during season? It was around that time, yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but shout out to Vogel, man. Shout out to Vogel. Vogel did get him a championship with the homie.
AJ Martinez gifted a Mets membership to Country Malik. 48.
Shout out to AJ Martinez being an absolute rock star at life in Country Malik 48. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Love that. And shout out to you, AJ. Man, you on your oh, you on the hog. I see you on that big boy. Yeah. He got the bike fixed up. I like your style, man. Make safety first, though, all right? Be safe out there on the roads, man. And I think it's supposed to say burn rubber, not your soul. I think that's what they say. I don't know, for real. I had this little Harley Davidson toy when I was growing up. I used to say it all the time.
Okay.
Burn rubber, not your soul. Say it. Shout out, man. Shout out. But yeah, bro, this was a vibe right here, man. I did see y'all asking about the phone lines. I did see that. Remember, tomorrow, all right? Tomorrow, we're going to have this talk, and we opening up the phone lines. We want to hear how y'all feel about this extension as well. Because we know not all of y'all are going to agree with how we speak about it, even how TG speaks about it. But we do want to get the different perspectives. We do want to hear for the ones that are positive about it. We want to hear that. And for the ones that might not be open to this extension or might not like it, hey, we want to hear that as well, all right? So we definitely have the phone lines open up tomorrow, man. So tell a friend to tell a friend. But yeah, baby, it's a vibe. It is a vibe. What you got left for us, Deke? Though you got anything? Because you fly sec, man. I got to stop this, man. But you keep doing it. You come in here and you do this, and the ratings keep going up, Deke. It's because of you, man.
Good to hear.
Shout out.
I got nothing, though. Nah, good show today.
Hey, man, shout out to that then, man. Shout out. Celtics win tonight or Dallas? Who you got?
I should have bet Celtics, huh?
In Dallas, though. If this the last
No
game to get back,
Porzingis,
ain't
right?
it?
He got hurt. He got hurt with something.
Did they officially rule him out? They said it was like game time. It's a super
bad.
rare injury is what they
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
Oh man, tonight.
It's game
Yeah,
3.
if Porzingis is out, Mavericks get one.
Okay,
tonight.
I want to say Dallas got to win this one if they want a chance to get back in this series.
Yeah,
you go
Porzingis
down
is
3-0, it's over.
Yeah.
All right.
I should have bet Celtics with you, huh?
You should have. It ain't over
They've
yet,
been
though.
dominating too. I mean, they let the Mavs in it for little stretches, but
Yeah.
it's been pretty clear cut.
Yeah. Now the chat, let's see what the chat is saying. Frank K said that Porzingis warmed up, but he shouldn't play though, is what they're saying. Cody Call and Sky K has Dallas winning it. They not sure. Oh, Sky K says Dallas gonna actually win it all. Huh. Okay. And then the Don Hefe Kwan says it's
I'll
gonna
do
be
the
a sweep for
Celtics bet now if you want.
No, I'm good now, bro. It's just, yeah, man. I like that a couple days ago. I don't like that anymore now. I'm good on that now, man. Tito Good Vibes going Celtics as well. Okay.
Wait, Woj just saying there's no indication Porzingis will be ruled out tonight.
We're gonna find out.
So who's right, Woj or who reported it in the chat?
Frank K. Frank K said he was warming
see.
up and he ain't.
We'll see who's more accurate.
Now, technically, Woj is off, though, because Woj just claimed that Dan Hurley was going to be the head coach.
Well, I bet you if you look at the actual things he said
never
and
said
how
he
he
was
worded
like,
it, yeah, I
he's
think it was like
favored.
the Lakers are going to interview him. They're really interested, prepared to offer him big money.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything he said was wrong.
Facts. All right. Okay. And AJ Martinez gave us a score prediction. Dallas 115, Boston 114. All right. So we shall see. I'm going to go with Kyrie, man. I look, Kyrie ain't got to get whooped 3 games in a row. He hasn't been having his best performances either. Luka gave us something in game 2. I like that a lot. So yeah, I like Kyrie tonight.
Yeah,
Get back game.
That's the one thing that
Get
hasn't
back
hold
game.
up in terms of like our pre-finals analysis. Like you're seeing the Celtics just do have the better team. We were talking about that, but we did expect Kyrie to step up.
Yeah.
And he hasn't. Luka has.
They killing
Kyrie
him on
hasn't.
defense though. They killing my man Luka on defense, bro. Every time they show the little highlights, I be like, yo, don't just fast forward this part, please.
That's
It's like
true,
they
too.
picking on him. Hey, whoever he's guarding, go at that one. And he don't even be faking it either. He just be like, hey, bro, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Give me the ball on offense. But yeah, man. So we're gonna see, man. We are going to see. But I think that shall do it for today's show. Like I said, man, we'll spend the block on y'all. Get it back in here tomorrow. But if y'all enjoyed the show, hit that like button one time for the culture. And don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, baby.
Peace.